Do you need
is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sherapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered! You covered 12! I covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sherapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into another live show. We are live. It's the Bostonian versus the book coming to you right outside of the Red Tail Lounge here at Resorts World, where the March and the madness has all begun. Dave Sherapan, Matt Perrault, the Brigade's here. You guys are live with us on YouTube. We're not doing Twitter tonight. We're just on YouTube, replayed on SiriusXM, channel 159, on Sports Grid TV as well. You guys are going to get like a show that just ends and then goes right on Sports Grid, so we got a quick turnaround for the show. So we're not doing any swearing, Will. It's for you. We're going to be clean, clear, and good to go. We're going to have guests and all sorts of fun. First and foremost, that was a little hairy, Dave. We got a little shaky about whether we're going to get on or not.
We got one more thing we got to take care of. You know what that is. We'll find them.
Oh, yes.
We're going to get that taken care of. But listen, Calvin did a great job making sure we got plugged in. Ease here on the Wheels of Steel, making sure we're good. We look good, sound good. Everybody's showing up, rolling in. Listen, this is surreal for me. I have worked this event for years in the book and dreamed about doing a show from a book and not having to type tickets, not having to count money, not having to live and breathe every basketball game and shot and all of it. And now we get to hang out in this joint and do the show. Are you kidding me? This is phenomenal.
It's beautiful. So we'll address that in a second.
Everybody's looking around going, where are these guys talking from right
Why are they
now?
here? Where are they from?
What is this BvB thing?
What is this parade, though? We got
I don't
a
know.
parade of people coming
Are they coming in here?
I think they are.
Coming into Red Tail?
There's a lot of people coming in Red Tail right now.
Are they going to Zook?
I don't know. Let's see where
I don't know.
they're all going.
Going to Zook?
It's a long. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people coming.
That's a lot of people. So
How about
it's
that?
very interesting.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's get
you guys wanna come?
get you
Hey,
up to
all right.
speed as
Look
to
at
where
this.
we are
Yeah.
and what's gone on so far here today. Nevada blew a 17-point lead to
Oh.
Dayton. If you thought you had Nevada money line ticket cashing today.
Bummer.
Sorry. That's a bad news.
Not
Unfortunate
good.
break for you. Dayton
Yeah.
did not cover, however. North Carolina somehow, some way outscores Wagner 50-34 in the second half, and they wind up winning and covering, going away here,
Yeah.
covering the 24.5-point number
Yep.
against Wagner. Arizona, same situation. They outscored Long Beach 44-30. They win by 20. They barely cover, but they do cover for Arizona. Same thing for the Creighton Blue Jays. They win 77-60 to cover the 11.5, 12.5, 13.5-point line, whatever you got there for the Creighton Blue Jays, outscoring Akron 38-26 in the second half. Big second half for the Illini. They looked shaky. They were up 1 at the break. They outscored Morehead State by 15 in the second half, 85-69 the win. Illinois wins and covers. The big upset of the day, Duquesne against BYU.
Dukes.
The Dukes win outright, 71-67 as 7.5, 8.5-point underdogs.
Closed 8.5.
8.5.
Yes,
they win the
sir.
game outright. The 11 seed advances in Omaha. The Oregon Ducks take down South Carolina in the other 11-6 upset of the day.
In control.
Dana Altman, wire-to-wire winner. The Ducks, the winners of the Pac-12 tournament here in Las Vegas, continue their hot streak, and they take down South Carolina out of the SEC, 87-73. And we started the day with the Michigan State team looking really good for Tom Izzo, winning 69-51, winning and covering easily in the 8-9 matchup. We have 2 games underway at the moment. Texas leads Colorado State 18-11. Our guy Z is on Texas. I'm on CSU. And Kentucky and Oakland just tipped off. That's a quick 2-0 lead out of Oakland.
Did you see Z came at us on the Twitter today?
I did not see that.
Yeah, he said, hey, he had the Texas guy waving the flag and said, see you boys later, like, letting us know.
Oh,
I
right.
said, all right,
Well,
that's fine.
He said they're
we'll
giving
find
away
you.
free money. He kind of couched it, though, because he initially gave it
yeah.
away -2.5.
Yeah.
And then he came back on Twitter and acted like I give away money line.
Yeah.
See, you got to give away the same play twice.
He
Same
did.
place. You
It's
can't
fine.
change that
Listen.
on the fly here.
The other thing about
He was
this-
in a hostage situation,
The
though,
other,
so.
but believe me, I don't know where he was, and I don't know where he's going to be, but he'll be back on the show either way, 100%. I got a bone to pick with you.
All right.
The show's called Bostonian versus the Book. You know we're coming down here today
Yeah.
to do the show,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
What was the Boston tweak this morning?
Oh, just telling you.
Just telling me?
Just showing you.
Like you don't talk to me? Like
Oh,
what was that?
I'm just showing you that the
If you guys
Boston
didn't
Celtics
see it-
and the
oh.
Boston Bruins both have the combined, or both individually have the best record in either sport in the NHL or the NBA.
Right now.
And they have combined fewer losses than the Pittsburgh Penguins have
The
alone.
whole season. Yeah, the whole season. It's like, I mean, I already know all this.
Yes, you
How'd
do.
the Patriots do this season?
But it's not football season. It's basketball and hockey season. So I'm not talking about football. Football is later. This is
I
now.
don't know where that came from. Like, I was so focused. I was laser focused this morning. I did a cash considerations early so I could
Wow.
be ready to go
Good.
here
All right.
and talk to newbie.
Yes.
And he even said, like, what was P-Roll doing today with the Boston talk?
Well,
like,
it just is what it
you know,
is.
the Bruins play tonight.
They do.
Eh.
Against the Rangers.
I walked through the book before
Yeah.
the show started.
Yeah.
And are you kidding me? It was, I walked in and people were like, Dave, from the BvB, Bostonian versus the Book. They're wearing Boston stuff. They're wearing Bruins stuff.
Good people.
I'm like, what are you
Good
guys
people.
doing?
We
So
know
hopefully they're coming over
We know
to get
good
on the
people
show.
hang out here at
Yeah.
Resorts World, so
Yeah.
it's good people. We got our people here. The brigade's here, so they're gonna come
Yeah.
on by. Bear Mullings just showed up, so he works here. So
Yeah.
he came to work today for us, Dave.
Yeah.
That's a big thank you.
I know.
You ever go to work for somebody? If you're place you work to go hang out with people? I don't
See
know.
that? We got to get that down a little bit.
Slight static from the big speaker out here.
Over there. Yeah.
That's from who?
I don't know. Yeah. Verbing? Okay. All right. We can do that.
All right.
What do we do? Turn it down.
What's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Then we're good. Then they'll deal with it. That's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah, we're here for you guys. Don't worry about that.
That's it, yeah.
We're
All right,
here.
we're good.
We'll figure it out.
Let's go.
It's all good. So here's the question of the day.
Yes.
When you come here,
Yes.
the Book and Red Tail are on different parts of the property.
Yes.
What's the easiest way to describe the Book location to where we are at Red Tail Lounge?
We're in the district.
Correct.
We're in the district. We're by the big, the
strip.
first sphere.
Oh, yes.
In Vegas was
Right,
here.
right.
Inside, we're staring at it right now.
Yeah.
On the other side of this camera, and There's a nice ad for Carver Steak right there.
Yeah.
Located in the North District. Okay, so there you go. Are we in the North District? Or are we
No, we're
in
not
the
north.
district?
We're in the
Okay.
district. The north,
Right.
because Carver's on the other side.
Correct. So
where
we're
we
in
are.
the South District.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And the book is centrally located in the casino at Dog Pound, right there. And hopefully we're getting texts from people that are apparently headed over to come on the show. I don't know.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whitrock, you're right. There was shots fired this morning. That was shots fired about the Boston.
Oh, well,
And-
it's not shots fired when it's the truth. If you're speaking the truth, all I did was I stated the truth. Who has the best record in the NBA right now?
The Celtics.
And who has the best record in the NHL right now?
Is it the Bruins?
The Boston Bruins. They up by 2 points, most points of anybody
Let's
in
go
the NHL.
Rangers.
Anybody in the NHL.
Let's go
so
Rangers.
So the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics both are in first place with the best records in their respective leagues. That's all I said. I just said, isn't it funny we called a show The Bostonian versus the
It
Book?
is funny. It's funny
And the-
for who?
and the-
Funny how? Funny like a clown? Funny? Unbelievable.
Funny how? Funny how is meaning like funny, like actually funny.
Funny
it's
how.
actually
It's
funny
not
that this
funny.
is happening. All right, so do you have any bets going right now?
Had a great morning.
Good.
Absolute great morning.
Good.
Duquesne.
Good.
I asked you about Creighton. I didn't have Creighton.
I didn't bet Creighton because I didn't trust them to
North
cover.
Carolina covered.
That's crazy.
I'm all North Carolina out.
Yeah.
I got the shorts
Nice,
on. I got the
nice.
whole, I'll stand up here in a second
Yep.
and get the full fit.
The full fit.
Yeah.
Like the kids say, the full fit.
The full fit, like the kids say.
Okay.
The other game was Illinois. Nice blowout.
Nice.
Against,
Good call.
Morehead State. Yeah.
You bet more than me did.
That was it.
I was-
I really looked at the morning slate and liked those games. And I looked tonight. I mean, we were asking each other before, do you really like anything tonight? I mean, we got to ask the chat.
I do.
You really, you got one game?
3.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I haven't bet it. I'm going to bet in-game while we're on here.
Okay.
With McNeese and Gonzaga for sure. I'll bet in-game there. I've got Samford plus 7.5 against KU. I have Drake money line at minus 118 against Washington State.
That's a homer play.
It's not a homer pick at all.
A little bit.
No, not at all. That building is going to be all blue. All blue.
I was getting pictures from people
All blue.
in Pittsburgh today.
Yep.
Like somebody took a picture of Creighton's bus. Somebody
Nice. Nice.
people that watch the show
Nice.
in Pittsburgh
Yeah.
are homies.
There we go.
They're invested in Creighton.
Let's
because
go.
they're there. So that was pretty good.
And I'm on CSU, but they're down by 11 here to Texas early with 2.5 to play in the first half. They scored 11 points in the first half. Man, talking about first half unders, that game's going to
22 to 11. How much time's left?
2.5 in the first
my
half.
goodness.
My goodness gracious.
Oh,
So,
they're having the first half that Virginia had.
looks that
Oh,
way, yeah. But
no.
they should turn it around in the second half. I mean, that's only an 11-point lead should actually be bigger than it actually is going on right now.
Right.
What's interesting, I only bet one first half under, and I thought I was golden with BYU up against Duquesne.
Right.
And then I don't know what happened in the last 5 minutes of that first half, but it went over by 1.5 points, and I was furious. I was under 6.5. It fell 68, and I was like, I was in the shower, and I came out of the shower, and I go, what? I lost that bet? How did I lose that bet? I was so mad. I was like, that's impossible. It's like, how did I lose that bet?
boy.
I was so furious.
Yeah.
And then I came in, I bet BYU -3 because I was like, okay, I came in and bet that in game. So I lost 2 bets on that game. So that game, I didn't, good for you. I did not buy Duquesne. I was looking at them defensively. I thought, okay, it's going to be under first half, and then BYU will figure it out. But BYU
did figure it out. I mean, they came back and they had the game tied, but they
shot
couldn't
like
take
crap.
the lead. Yeah, well,
they couldn't score
make
in
shots,
back-to-back
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
And this is my fear with Creighton. I'm because BYU and Creighton are so similar with the way that they play. BYU shot 8 for 24 from behind the three-point line. You cannot do that if you 41% of your offense comes from behind the three-point line, second in the nation for dependency on the three-point shot. You can't go 8 for 24, and they shot the same thing when they lost in the tournament in the Big 12 tournament.
Right.
The same thing happened. They shot well in game 1 and like crap in game 2.
But that's how it swings, right? You have to be very careful when you're a shooting team. Like, you have to find a way. The game gets so physical late in the game, and
Yeah.
they let it go.
Yeah.
The BYU Duquesne game was a war.
It was.
And there was a lot of, like, physicality that wasn't called. And I felt like, geez, if BYU just gets the lead here, they're going to win this game, and
Right.
they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they outscored them 37-33 in the second half.
Yeah.
They just couldn't. They're down by 8 in the first half, 38-30, and they could not get going in the first half from behind the arc. And, I mean, look, they had a couple Robinson, who came off the bench, scored 25 points. He was their entire team. You can't have guys like Waterman, who you expect to contribute, only score 3 points for you. And I was really, really impressed with the point guard for Duquesne. I thought he played extremely well. The Grant kid I thought was absolutely awesome, scored 19 points.
Yeah, what's the Duquesne kid's name? Bebe? I think it's Bebe. Like they kept saying Bebe making a foul shot. Bebe making
Drama, you mean?
Whatever it was.
Yeah, Drama.
I kept hearing Bebe.
Drama,
Because
yeah.
I was running around too at the house.
Yeah.
How's Maddie?
From Molly? My daughter?
Yeah.
She's great. Thank you.
She feels better?
Yeah, she went to skating
Oh,
yesterday. She
thank
went to school
God.
this
Okay.
morning. I saw her. She was bouncing around.
Oh,
I was like,
all right.
you know how sometimes like when you get something that makes you sick, I say like, are you done with eating sushi? And she was like, no. She's like, I just.
The kids are so
I was
resilient.
like, all right. I was like,
That's
really?
great. Yeah.
I was like, you don't feel like nauseous thinking about sushi? She was like, no.
No.
She's like, I don't know. She's like, I just got sick. I was like, all good.
Thank goodness.
But that's the human body. Isn't the human body wild? You eat something and it's like, we don't like it.
Yeah. Boom. Out. Get it out now.
Ejection.
Now.
We are ejecting
Yeah.
what's inside of our body right now
Yeah.
just to get rid of it. So, yeah, thank you. She's doing well. Appreciate everybody who sent DMs and asking me how she was. That was nice of you guys to do that. So, she's good. She's very angry that she's not going to be able to come to this party, but, you know.
She can come.
Nah.
Sit right there. They
Well,
can
the pi-
sit and watch the show.
the pizza
We got
spot-
guys over at the pizza joint
Pizza
right
joint
now watching it.
over on the side on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So, okay, everyone wants us to talk about this, and since we have a moment to talk about it, I think we have to talk about it.
What's that?
The Ohtani news is the biggest news in the world.
Yeah, it is.
It's the biggest news in the world. Shohei Ohtani's interpreter has been fired and is being accused of stealing. When they were going through the wire transfers involving an investigation into an illegal bookmaker happening in California,
Yep.
they found a $4.5 million transfer.
Well, no,
From
there were
Ot-
multiple $500,000 transfers that
tattle
total
up
$4.5 million. Yep.
Does this story get Shohei Ohtani suspended for the rest of the year?
Played.
Yeah, he played, but does it get him? There's a lot of people who are believing that he may actually be held accountable because the transaction alone, giving it to someone, that money alone, if it's proven it was done in a gambling, to pay off a gambling debt that his interpreter has, that could constitute a suspension.
It's
lengthy.
a felony to send that money like that.
Okay?
It's a felony to send the money. Is
So-
what I was told, and I was like, oh.
So Major League Baseball is going to have to
So-
act, are they not? Forget the other stuff.
I
with the-
think so.
Forget
Again,
the book
I'm
side.
not a lawyer, but
there's a
it
whole
just- yeah.
investigation coming
there's-
as to what's going
yeah.
on. So we don't need to get that's
No.
above our pay grade.
Yeah.
But what happens to the number if Shohei Ohtani does not play for the rest of the year?
The season win number?
Everything. Dodgers making the playoffs, pennant, World Series, nothing?
No, it gets affected a little. What you do is you probably don't move the Dodger number too much. You move the other ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because other teams might. I don't know if you go Padres, you move them a little bit, lower. I don't think you move it too much. It's all unknown. We'll know. I mean, if he's going to miss 90 games.
Look at that. Look at E.
Is a victim of massive threat. Thank you, E. Then interpreter changes everything.
Yeah, he did. He changed his entire story.
That's what
Changed his
I
whole-
don't like, man. Like I don't. The story isn't right. That's the problem. What are you saying, counselor? What are you doing?
There's just a lot
What are
here.
you saying?
There is a lot here about Shohei, about his relationship with his interpreter. Dave, I love you. You came to me and said, Matt, I need $4.5 million. I'm not sure I'm giving anybody, even if I had it, I'm not giving anybody $4.5 million. That is an obscene amount of money for anyone to just say,
when
I got
you make $700 million, it's not.
He hasn't made that money yet.
He's going to.
He has it liquid. He has liquid $4.5 million. I'm not going to miss. Here you go. Here's $4.5 million that I don't need to cover a betting habit that you have.
Make it go away.
Make what go away? The betting habit's not going away if I give you $4.5 million. This is the problem for Shohei. He's going to have to answer these questions. They put two security guards in front of his locker after the game yesterday. They put two in security guards, and the media couldn't get
In the clubhouse?
In the clubhouse, and the media couldn't get near him. He was then ushered out They took 2 security guards and rushed him out.
Were they federal agents?
I don't know what they were, but they were
hell?
Major
Are
League
you
Baseball
serious?
employees to make sure that no media member could get near him. And this is before he comes back to play here. Opening day is next week. I mean, they got
Is
a
he
game.
going to Arizona to finish spring training?
No, it's Anaheim. They play the subways, the
the
I-50
freeway series.
Freeway series. 2 in LA, and 1 in Anaheim, and then opening day.
So they're not going back to Arizona.
I mean, I
They're
might not
going
see
back
him in
to
Chicago.
LA.
I might miss out on seeing
Right,
Ohtani in Chicago because of this.
Right, you might actually.
Because he may not play.
You might.
They may put him on ice.
This is something that baseball needs to make go away.
How
Right?
do they make it go away?
You have to answer the questions. You have to say.
What if the answers are all bad? What if the answers are not good? That you don't want these answers to be out
well,
there.
you have to answer them.
Look at that. That's tremendous. Eric, that's
Eric
tremendous.
is producing the show, boys and girls. You got to shout out Eric.
That's
that was
tremendous.
great. I mean, this is
Is he
this
Phil?
the thing we've been talking about?
No.
This
This
isn't
is
the scandal?
No. This is so much more complicated than just one baseball player betting on one thing.
He didn't even bet on baseball.
This is so much more.
He didn't. Well, I mean, they don't have him betting on baseball.
Not yet. At least not right now.
Well, that's what I mean. That's this is the beginning.
I
This
don't
is-
think
this
I
is-
don't think this is a gambling scandal.
What?
I don't. I look at this. This
What
is
the
a
hell are you
scandal.
talking about? He paid a bookie.
No, who bet?
Oh,
Who bet?
Oh,
Who's?
well.
It's only a gambling scandal if Ohtani bet. If Ohtani didn't bet, it's not a gambling scandal. But the problem is they're accusing the interpreter of, quote, stealing. What did he steal? You can't steal a gift. If I'm giving you 5 different wire transfers for $4.5 million, unless you didn't know that I was doing that, it's not theft. That's someone giving you the money.
9, by the way. 9 times 5 is 45.
No, I'm just saying,
It's
I-
9 transfers.
Each one was $500K. We know that for a fact.
I read that the
Okay.
transfers were. Well, I don't know if there were 9, but
Right,
I
that's what I
know
know.
2 of the transfers were at least a half a million
right.
with Ohtani's name
Name on.
them.
So, you mean he was able to get Ohtani to what? Like they drugged him and had him go,
I don't know.
go inside? That's my point.
yeah,
My
right,
point is,
like, I don't know.
There's
It's
so much
not-
more to this story
Right.
than just what has happened on
Yes.
whether or not who bet, how did it get bet, who got paid. I mean, that's why if you're the Dodgers, you're like, what just happened? How did we get ourselves into this? Because we have a 10-year deal with this guy. This is not.
Oh, this will have a void. This will void.
You think
No,
that you could void a $600 million contract?
for a there has to be an out. There has to be an out. He can't get paid if he don't play. These contracts are guaranteed in baseball, but a gambling scandal is just like firing for cause, right? I don't know. Maybe there's something more to. I have no idea. Completely unqualified to talk about this, other than the betting part of it. You know, a
Is
guy
the-
in Orange County
Is the
was
cover-up going to
taking
be
the
worse?
bets.
Is the cover-up going to be worse than the crime?
Always is, isn't it? Always is. There's more coming. There's more coming. There's
Involving
not,
Ohtani?
where the bets were made. I mean, he met the guy in a poker game in San Diego.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Well, okay. Then what? How did it all happen after that? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's,
amen,
you know,
Lee. There's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, I mean, there
this
is.
This is a
yeah.
smoking inferno.
Right.
But what do you make? Does the Trevor Bauer situation, someone in the chat just brought this up. So Trevor Bauer got accused, if you guys forget, was accused of sexual assault. Never proven, never charged. He was
out.
He still is out. He was sent to
Yeah.
pitching overseas. He's still pitching overseas. And he pitched against the Dodgers, actually, when they went overseas to go play in exhibition games. He pitched against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They voided his contract. They didn't pay him. He's suing them, but
Right.
they voided his contract.
Yeah.
So you wonder if that comes into play where the Dodgers already have experience with it. I mean,
I don't know. It's bad. The whole thing is bad. I tweeted it yesterday. I saw it, and I said, this is bad for everybody. There's nothing good that's going to come out of this.
no.
Nothing positive is coming out of this.
Is it a distraction for the team?
Hell yeah. He was going to be the DH every day. He's an international superstar, and he's not. They're not even talking about baseball in Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, dang. It's one of those stories that, like, I wish it was not true.
Oh, I've been saying it all day.
I
I've been saying it all day.
I wish it wasn't true.
I was saying it yesterday when I saw it, and I was like, I get that pain in my stomach. I was sick to my stomach because a lot of people asked me right away what I thought. We got Drew coming on. This will be good. We can ask Drew, a baseball guy, about his thoughts on how it affects, like, perception-wise, nationally. I don't know. This is, again, P-Roll, we're on the West Coast. We're in the crucible of it.
Yep.
What are they saying in New York? What are they
Roast
saying
him.
Right?
Roast him. Yeah.
This is
guys who went to prison for betting scandals need to be real careful about talking about this topic, because someone came out in real fire saying suspend, cut, get rid of. Interesting.
Wait, who said that?
Who do you think? There's only one guy in the media is going to jail for this stuff.
Oh.
So he's out there telling the Dodgers to suspend, to cut, and he did a quick 180. A producer got in his ear or something during a break, and he came back and had a kind of a very different opinion after the commercial.
The guy on Fox?
Yep.
Oh.
So, gotta be a little careful.
Wow, really?
Gotta be a little careful here. Ooh, first 15 yell. That's our first yell of the night.
That sounded like something. That sounded like something.
South Dakota State. We got South Dakota State people here. Can't be cheering against TJ.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can't be cheering against Otterberger. Come on now.
I don't know.
Got to be cheering for my boy TJ here. By the way, 27-11 the score. Texas at the break up against Colorado State.
Okay.
So a brutal. That's worse than Virginia.
Bad.
Virginia scored 14 points. They
Yeah.
scored 11. The
Yeah.
difference is Texas has 27. So Texas should be up like 50-11 right now.
Right.
Texas should be running away with it. Quick 12-3 run to open the game for Iowa State. Oakland, that cheer may have been for Oakland. They're up 19-13 on Kentucky.
Look at that.
Oakland, a 14
Is that an
seed.
overpace? I didn't look.
Not really. 10 minutes to play in the first?
Hold on.
Not really.
Let me check my thing.
Not
here.
big. Are we good with Drew?
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Perfect.
Let's bring him
on
in.
Drew.
Drew, how are you? Welcome to BvB. We appreciate the time.
I'm good. Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is neat. This little shot angle
Right.
we got
It
going
looks
on.
great.
Cool.
There's Drew Goldfarb.
Very cool.
Drew, the hair looks great. First,
I
and
appreciate it.
foremost.
Thank you so much.
It's growing out. Looks good.
Yeah. I'm bringing back the curls, just seeing how long I can get it to go before it becomes really inconvenient.
And hot.
It's almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like hockey hair.
Yes.
Just a bit.
It's
I see
looking
it.
good. Yeah.
I got the lettuce coming out from underneath the bucket
It's
when I'm playing on
perfect.
some beer league on
See,
Wednesdays.
exactly. That's perfect.
Yeah.
March Madness. You're in Vegas. You've been here now a little while. What's this like for you here in town?
It's, I like this one. When you're comparing it with the other, we just obviously had the Super Bowl in town just a couple months ago. I like that this one, they don't shut down all of the roads. So we had Formula One. Couldn't go anywhere.
Nowhere.
We had the Super Bowl. Only inconvenient for a couple blocks.
Right,
it was
right.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
it wasn't bad.
Right.
Yeah.
This is, I drove over here. It took a little bit longer, but that's because it was 4 o'clock. It was,
Right,
you know,
exactly.
hour.
It's like another day as far as that goes, but the buzz around town and the books and stuff is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's neat.
It's a lot of fun, and that aspect allows you to kind of enjoy it as a local even more
Yes.
because it allows you to not feel like it is so just only for people who are visiting.
Correct.
And it's not. It's also nice that it's obviously slightly behind the Super Bowl in terms of how much money gets wagered on it, but how do you not like something that's going to last weeks? It's
Right.
a party
it's
that's
awesome.
for so long. I mean, I'm a big hockey guy.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup playoffs, you get that, but you don't quite get this attendance in Las
Right.
Vegas outside of going to a Knights game, which I did get to go to game 1 last year, which was a lot of fun.
Right.
But from a sportsbook perspective, it's just you get a fun atmosphere. You just get those random yells, and you're like, which TV do I look at?
That's it.
Yeah. who did what, where, how. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's first 15 yell. Sometimes it's a buzzer beater yell. Sometimes first half under, first half over. Like, you don't know what actually the yell is about. So that's what's pretty fun. Just to pick up what we're talking about with the Shohei deal. Does Major League Baseball have to act before we get to opening day? Should they say, look, we're going to suspend you until we figure out further notice, you're not playing, or do you let him keep going until they find out more details?
From everything that's come out of it, I think that would be a bit of an overstep if you do that, because at the moment, from everything that seems to be out, is he is a victim of theft from someone very close to him.
Yep.
And we know from sports, we know from Hollywood that happens. When you make a ton of money and you keep people that have been close to you around you, sometimes someone will try to take advantage, and that is a very sad situation. And you don't want to prematurely act on someone who, as far as we know today, is a victim in all of this. And if that ends up being, if you see something that might lean a different way, take them off, just, be a little ahead of the game with that. But, they do have a week between now and when they get back from being in South Korea.
Ain't nobody sleeping.
No.
Ain't nobody sleeping. If they have a week, ain't nobody sleeping. There's a lot of things that are coming out.
Unless Ohtani's going to come and, spill the beans and say everything happened. Here it is. Here's what happened. If he comes out and tells everything.
Those two were so close. Everything.
They were hanging out in the dugout an hour
video
before
is
it came
so
out.
strange. Yeah,
Before it came out, they were all buddy-buddy laughing
yeah.
with each other. He was in South Korea. Ohtani had no idea this was coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been seen with the guy if he knew it was coming out.
Maybe.
I mean, that's his
know.
buddy. It's his best friend, interpreter. It's got a whole lot. If you're looking to fade the Dodgers, you just got your prime storyline to fade the Dodgers this year. They're still going to score a million runs with or without him.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, without him, it's a totally different world. Who's the best team in hockey?
Don't say the Bruins.
The Florida Panthers are up there. You got 3 in the Central. You got Dallas. You got Winnipeg. You got Colorado. I grew up in South Florida. I grew up a Panthers fan, so it is very easy for me to point to them because they were the President's Trophy winners 2 years ago.
Yep.
They were Stanley Cup finalists a year ago.
Yep.
And they, despite having injuries in the first half, hanging over from that Stanley Cup final against the Vegas Golden Knights, they are right at the top of the Eastern Conference right now. So
why do you think the perception is that they're not? It's been. I mean, you're from there,
yeah.
and yet. Nobody recognizes Florida until they get to the Eastern Conference Finals. They even going in, they're the third choice when they're the best team. They're huge underdogs last year to the Bruins in the first series. In every series after that,
it's kind of like, to equate it to a different sport. It's like in college football when a team that is not one of the 2 traditional powers in that conference is really, really good. It sneaks up on everybody that is not watching that conference. The Florida Panthers are not a team that usually draws eyeballs across the country. So everybody looks at Boston like, oh, the Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've been sitting here waiting, going, when are the Bruins going to finally fall apart? Because they have lost so many pieces from that dynasty, and they are still the best team or one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. So,
annoying.
I agree with you.
Is Pasta still on the roster?
Annoying.
It's still on the roster. Yeah,
until he goes away, the team's not going anywhere.
But you could have said that going back years and gone if you lose Milan Lucic, you expect to take a step back. If you lose Tim Thomas, you're going to take a step back because you have the goaltender.
It's a properly run organization. That's what that is.
Zdeno Chara.
Don't be giving me middle fingers. That's not nice.
Whoa.
Just because the Bills lost in the playoffs, don't be mad. Don't be mad because Buffalo choked.
All the way across the way, give us a finger. How about that?
We're getting the business from Tommy
You're
the Lip
on next.
All the way
across. You're on next.
Across
I thought you were talking about the giant emoji ball.
Tell the producer your name so he can put you on next. That's great. No, that's great.
Always love our friends. But I mean, I think that there's a lot of people who are going to make parallels between the Bruins and the Panthers. Panthers were the President's Cup. They got bounced first round, went to the Cup Finals. Bruins were the President's Cup last year, got bounced by Florida. Time to go to the Cup Finals.
I mean, I would never count the Bruins out in that situation, but I think that winning that division is going to be really big to be able to get a wild card because of who you're going to match up with instead of playing Toronto.
Right.
Which I'm a big fan of all those Maple Leafs jokes. Hey, it's the first round of the playoffs. When else would you rather play the Toronto Maple Leafs? That's great.
No, the best line is the leaves fall in the spring.
Yeah,
that's the best line in all of sports.
Heard that.
I do like that one.
We got that from Cam Stewart.
That is the best line.
It's tremendous. I love it. The chat thinks you look like Justin Timberlake. Has anyone ever told you that?
I have been getting that for so many years.
Oh. I'm actually going to see Justin Timberlake in May.
Are you?
I am. Yes.
Where at?
Here in Vegas.
You got tickets?
At T-Mobile, huh?
Thank you for buying them. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
man,
Help me
man.
support you and your career.
Yeah, I've gotten it at different points. As the hair has changed, he has changed his. Like when I worked with the Florida Panthers a decade ago,
Right.
I had viewers being like, Max Talbot playing for the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
I love
Penguins.
Talbot. Yeah, he's great.
Posted on Twitter while I was the host of the Panthers. Said,
Oh.
since when is at Jay Timberlake the host of the Florida Panthers?
That's tremendous.
And someone had to tag me in it because he didn't tag me in it.
That's tremendous.
And I'm like, okay, this is apparently not just a one-off thing. So what can I say? I'm bringing sexy back.
I love
There
it.
we go.
I love it.
There we go.
Did you fill out a bracket?
I did. I did one for fun.
Yeah.
I always.
Who do you got winning it?
I got Purdue.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the first guy to say that.
Whoa.
You're the first one to say that. That's good. Why? Why'd you pick them?
I went through when I do a bracket, especially if it's just
Right, yeah,
a fun
for fun,
thing.
yeah.
I try not to think too much. I
Yeah.
just go through it, and you know what? The way that it played out, I'm looking at their matchup. I'm going, they win that one, they win that one, they
Right.
win that one. Suddenly, they're a national champion.
Okay.
I just I
Was it more chalky? Like, did you have more one seeds? Did you have other one seeds? Houston, North Carolina, or?
I think I've got like one or two. I
UConn?
have them
Okay.
over Iowa State. Is the team
Oh,
that I
wow.
went with.
Okay,
So
there you go.
The first 4 games I hit
Midwest
on.
dream.
I was good there. They're looking, a little early, but 19-5 over South Dakota State.
Yeah, they're
is what I'm
crushing.
currently
Yeah,
seeing. So,
they're crushing.
ISU
Yeah.
is I mean, that was predictable.
That was, right?
TJ's former team.
Yeah.
Otzenberger's not
that's-
losing to
yeah.
his former
No,
employer.
definitely
That ain't
not,
happening.
no.
you feel like when you fill out a bracket, though, that it's just like, okay, how early is my bracket going to get busted? Who's
Of
going to be the
course.
one that goes down? So I'm like, okay, it's nice to see
I
one of
lost
those
my
two.
first Sweet 16 team today when BYU went down. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with you.
Oh, you did?
I had Duquesne.
I like BYU a lot. I fell in love with their offense. I really like Coach Pope a lot, and they just last 2 games they were just gross. They can shoot themselves into any game and out of any game. In the last 2, they shot themselves out. So you have Iowa State, Purdue. Who are the other 2?
I'd
Final
have to
Four.
pull that up on. I did load the app to make sure that I could actually check it.
Oh, there you
All
go.
right, that's good.
Or did I print it? I may have actually printed it because I did
North
bring this whole thing.
Carolina.
Paper?
We will
You
see.
actually have
I-
paper?
I bought a
Look
printer
at
a few
this.
years ago, and I
And you
try to
still use it every once
use
in
it
a
when
while.
you
That's
can.
try to
great,
use it when I
yeah.
can. I did.
All right,
It's
that's
actually
good.
left on the printer. These are my hockey notes
All
from
right,
this
that's
morning.
good. Hey, that's fine.
It's all good.
Other than Florida in the East, is it Boston? Is it Carolina? Is it the Rangers?
I would say Carolina or the Rangers, whoever comes out of that.
Yeah.
They're going to be 1 and 2. So for me, I think that assuming Toronto does not blow their current 7-point edge on that holding that 3 seed and the drop down to a wild card, I think that it is an easier route for the 1 seed in the Metro than it will be. So
Okay.
whoever, assuming that it is Rangers and Hurricanes in the conference semis, that's kind of it. I mean, that's your 4 is Boston,
And-
Boston, Toronto in round 1. I'm not a fan. I don't
just
like either
say
of those teams.
It's over. You don't.
I
Need, you
mean,
don't
like,
need,
we don't
you
even
don't
need to
need to play
discuss
it.
that.
You
Like,
don't
it's-
need to play the
Toronto
series.
can't beat
It's
Boston.
not
But-
happening. It is not happening.
It's a hilarious thing for me either way as someone
Okay.
that is not a fan of either team
Okay.
because I get to be like, well, either the Maple Leafs go out in round 1 because they face the Boston Bruins again, or Boston gets knocked out. And
Yeah.
for me,
Right.
that's a fun thing too.
I would
Right.
agree, but it ain't not happening. The Toronto Maple Leafs are not beating the Boston
No,
Bruins. They're
definitely
4-0 this year against them.
They're like lifetime against them.
they're not
80%. It's
losing
so bad.
in a 7-game series
Damn it.
to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not happening. Sorry.
But it's so much fun to figure out how they're going to
Oh,
beat the Maple
yeah,
Leafs in a
no,
7-game series.
it's-
is it going to
yeah,
be 3-1
yeah,
Toronto?
yeah.
Is it going
Yes,
to be 3-2,
that's
2-2?
the
Where are we gonna
best
get?
is when Toronto goes up 3-1, and then Maple Leaf
Guys are cruel.
nutcases.
Can we talk
so
about
fun.
something else?
It's
I feel
so
bad.
fun.
We got people in Canada looking like
They
why
go
are they talking about
because
this
I
right
love
now?
it because Toronto goes to that dumb square and they all
Here we
jump
go.
up and down and they
Oh,
go,
God.
oh no, it's 3-2. Oh no, it's 3-3. Oh no, we lost Game 7 again. That's my favorite melt. The Maple Leaf melt is my favorite of
Not
all.
nice.
When I was working as the pregame host for the Florida Panthers, my favorite thing about playing Toronto or Montreal was watching the Panthers get an empty net goal and watching 5,000 people stand up and walk out for the exits with a minute left. Watching the sea of blue, blanc, and rouge or the sea
There
of
it is.
blue
I
just
love it.
walk out
See?
is
Yeah.
so much fun. But Vancouver, Winnipeg, Western Conference, I like both of them. Vancouver
Me
was
too.
the very first sports bet I ever placed was
Oh.
Vancouver to beat Boston in Game 7. Big Luongo fan being a Panther. So lost $20 on my
Right.
first ever
Yeah,
sports
yeah,
bet
yeah.
way back when coming to
Right,
Vegas.
yes.
But
I was in Boston.
Thomas.
I was in Boston watching
Oh, my
that
goodness.
celebration in downtown Boston when Boston won that Stanley Cup, that Game 7.
You know,
It was fun.
you have to feel for the people of Massachusetts and New England because they haven't won
We
enough,
just never,
right?
we never win. We
They
just
never
win. we never win.
Just such a constant underdog.
Yeah.
In
I
the
love
last
when people
20
say,
years.
the Boston Celtics have only won 2 championships in 38 years. I was like, if that's an insult, I don't really know what to tell you because there's plenty of programs in cities that would die for 2 championships in 38 years. So
My baseball team growing up, New York Mets and the Florida Marlins, because I moved there in '93. Mets haven't won since I was born. The Marlins, I got to go twice. I was there for Game 7 in '97, so I got to experience that.
Nice.
Loved that. Dolphins,
Oh,
ouch.
that's been brutal.
yeah.
That hurts.
I went to Florida State. We won a national title.
Okay.
We got completely screwed over, and I don't know how much time we have left in the show, but if you want to fill some time and I want to rant about that, happy to do it. But I was at FSU for the same 4 years. Tim Tebow played at Florida, so that was a miserable time. And also the Gators won 2 basketball national championships
You turn that 10
during
there.
that time also.
By the
So
way, the
that
Bruins
was-
are up 1-0 after 1 period on the Rangers.
what?
It's
Annoying.
Where's Tommy
God.
going?
All
All right, man.
All right.
Drew, it was good seeing you, my friend.
Yeah, you guys
Thank
as
you
well.
for
Thanks
being
so
here.
much.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
coming
coming
by.
down.
Thank you
Definitely.
very much.
And
His
we
mic's
will
going to
be in
go.
touch.
Eric, can we kill his mic? When he-
yeah.
Thank you. When he gets up.
Are we frozen?
I made a face.
Frozen?
No,
Look at
I
that.
think Eric
Eric,
just switched it.
Eric's just doing that. That's
Yeah.
great. Eric's playing.
Eric's
Look at that.
Eric's playing around with some stuff.
Look
so
at that. I
we're,
love
we're
it.
good.
That's
Good seeing you,
perfect.
man. Thank you. for
Thank
coming
you,
on.
sir.
Coming on. Tommy, let's go.
Where's
Come
the
on
lip?
in. Come
Where's
on
the
in,
lip?
my friend.
We need the lip.
Yeah. Be a
Walk
part.
around the speaker and then sit down. Here. Right here. Yeah. The
Yeah,
lip.
come-
I need the lip first.
Yeah.
The lip. He's got things to do, people to see, and all that other stuff. I'm so glad he made time for us.
I say it's tremendous. Tremendous.
Yeah, I'm putting his sweatshirt. Put that on. Yes, put that on. Yes.
And we'll put it on. He is the one and the only. The one, Mr. Tommy the Lip, coming down with us here.
Yep.
Well, first and foremost, thanks for coming by.
Of course.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah,
How
same.
are things?
Things are good. Things are quiet right now for me. In ways, I mean, I'm going to be traveling a lot for the golf coming up.
Okay.
I'm really excited about, the 4 majors coming up, so that's where my
You going to the Masters?
Yeah, I'll be at the Masters. I'll be
Going to the Masters.
I'll be at the Masters.
All 4 days or one day? What?
7.
All 7
Yeah,
days.
7 days, buddy. I'm going to fly in Monday morning.
Look at this.
Yeah, we got a tournament down in the Trump Durrell for Live
Okay,
the
nice.
week before down
Right.
in Miami, so I'll fly out there Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then right into Augusta and go from there. So, yeah,
Living
this
the
This
life.
is like
Living the
this
life.
is what Tommy the Lip does.
Well,
This
this
is
is
people
life, yeah.
ask me, how do you know Tommy the Lip? I'm just happy I know Tommy.
Yeah.
This is when he's not busy as far as the gambling stuff.
So
the
like
football
basketball
season.
is just like a speed bump to get to the Masters.
Well, I mean, it's, there's NBA. There's a lot
Okay.
of things going on in different
How
stuff.
the Clippers doing? You
Clippers
stopped
are
texting me.
Clippers are fine.
You used to text
No,
me
we
when the
gotta get-
Clippers won. You
gotta
haven't
get-
texted me for a while.
We started off slow, and then after the All-Star break, we're just slow, and then we're going to get it going. Just
Yeah.
get us healthy.
Are they?
They're going to mow through everybody.
Are
They're
they?
too physical for anybody. They'll wear any team down in 7.
In the West, they're
Without
going to beat
anywhere.
the Nuggets.
Without
Denver-
Russ?
Denver's
Without
the-
Russ?
I think so. Yes, I think Man's going to discard the superstars for whatever they need to do early. Later on, Kawhi will shut them down. He's still one of the best players on the planet. Denver's the only team that can stop him. Boston will be worn down by the finals. They'll take care of them too.
Worn down.
Denver's
Worn down by who? In the East?
the Clippers in the best of 7. You're not listening here.
But Denver and Boston.
No, in the finals.
Celtics.
They'll-
the Celtics will be worn down.
The
Well,
Celtics
I
are
think
worn
I
down
like.
by
I
who?
think
Celtics are going
The
to cruise
East?
to the
The
East.
It
No.
doesn't matter.
Who's
They're gonna,
worn down?
no, I think Milwaukee will be there. We'll see. But the Clippers, yes, Dave.
All right.
That's my
fine.
team. Yeah.
I know.
I mean, Ed was, Sherman was talking about down at Westgate when they picked up Harden. He wanted to have him at 100-1.
I know.
I mean, you want to put him out of
Right.
business? Come on, Ed, wake up here.
100 to
What's going
1.
on? Yeah.
I love
well,
this.
Yeah.
Where's the other Tom? Where's he?
He's in town. I mean,
where
yeah,
he's
we
supposed to come by.
We played golf yesterday.
Yeah,
Nice.
what'd you shoot?
We shot 69 in a scramble, me and him,
Oh.
versus my buddy off of. Now listen, it wasn't as good because we're using my friend's drive. We get the choice, so half the tee shot. I'm not even getting out of the cart. He's bombing at 320 down the middle.
Dang.
So me and Tom are playing, his tee shots.
Right.
A scramble there.
Tom can hit it 320.
No. My other
the
buddy.
other
We're
guy.
playing
Oh,
against
I
my
was
buddy.
gonna say
My buddy
the other
JP. My
Tommy.
buddy JP.
All right.
Yeah, so
Okay,
he
yeah.
shoots 68. We shoot 69. We did play the par 3s on our own ball. You know, so we had, and of course he makes 2 deuces on the front nine. We can't use his scramble shot there, but it was a good match. We lost by 1. I'm getting a lot slower and a lot. You know, my mind is great, but I just can't. You know, I'm getting.
You can't hit it like you used to.
No, definitely
really?
not. No.
So
I can't turn off the ball, get through it. No.
Give me a couple of guys you're looking at for the Masters.
Yeah. So for the Masters here, you know, I mean, you know, a lot of the, you know, I'm, you know, trying to get involved with working with, you know, one of the players out there. So I'm not, you know, really betting on golf per se for myself, but I know the guys and stuff and that are doing those types of things and whatnot. So Neiman was, you know, I've been walking, you know, going to a lot of the live events out there with, you know, walking with, you know, Rahm, Dustin Johnson, you know, walking Neiman. Neiman's the guy now that, to me, I mean, that's going to come over here. They gave him a special invite. He was around the 50-60 mark up there. I mean, he is just unbelievable. He's got a right to left shot, left to right off the tee, can work it both ways, touch, feel. So I really like him up there. I think out of, you know, the true favorites up there, Scotty Scheffler obviously is playing at a...
Guy's a machine.
Yeah.
Right now. Let's slow down. I mean, he's won the last 2 weeks.
He wins, like, I mean, he came back.
X was at 20 under through 12, you know.
What is X's deal? What is his deal?
Yeah, I wish
something
it's between his ears. Yeah. Yes.
Well, you know, he's one of those.
Shoffley just.
Yeah, he doesn't understand how to slow himself down. So, like, you see some of these guys out there. As soon as you see them relaxed, calm, breathing, you know, they're where their mind needs to be. I don't see that with him enough. He almost looks like he's like constipated over there, you know what I mean? Like, right? I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or he's just
yes.
too jacked up. Or you know what I mean? Like go to the porta potty, take care of yourself if you
right.
need to. You know,
relax.
like a man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
whatever. Yeah.
You know, go take care of yourself and come back,
right.
and then you know you're in a different mindset. So I do agree with you that he does have a lot of problems with closing because even the last time he won, Thagala hit it in the bunker, and that was a while ago. So he has troubles with the lead up there, I believe. So I mean, he's at 20 finishes.
People fall for it every week.
Yep.
You know, people bet him every week. We do shows with people, golf guys, every week. They bet him every week.
Cleaning up the matchups, right? Yeah, but it's getting to the finish line stuff. But getting back to Scheffler, like you said, now let's hold on a second here. The last 2 weeks he's won. He won convincingly, you know, over at API.
Yeah.
But again, X had a chance here. He couldn't close. And before he won API, he hadn't won in over a year. Scheffler. So people are talking like he's on some sort of tiger run here. Let's slow down a second.
Right, okay.
He's had 3 wins in, you know, 13
months. But he's ramping up, though.
He is, but his putting is, you know,
still price for the Masters.
Yeah, it's down to like plus 450. It's crazy.
It's low.
No, it's matchups. The Sharps are going to come in betting against them here. You know, they're going to take plus money. I mean, it's touch feel. You got to be an artist out there. It's not. You know, he's got a new putter that he's put in the bag. You know, in the last 2 weeks, I expect that to truly cool off. And then it's just going to be – but he's got everything.
We got to find time to talk to you every week about the golf.
Let's do it.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, you're one of the best golf guys I ever –
Should we get Tiger? You will get him right on with us?
Whatever you can do.
Yeah.
But seriously, like, you know, he knows some people that know Tiger too, but, like, we can talk golf.
Yes.
You can talk golf with anybody in the world about the betting stuff, but you're out there with these guys. I want you on the show.
Well, and that's what
in between. I mean, you put a towel over yourself if you're at the club. You know, last time you were on, you set the world afire with that.
Well, 20. I know. Why? You know. I listen.
Lower angle shot.
Listen, in my next lifetime, I'm going to be irresistible. You know what I mean? I've lost the swag. You know what I mean? I mean, back in the day, I mean, we're over at the M Resort, the cocktail waitresses. I mean, you know,
the stories.
I mean,
what are we doing?
Speaking of sexy, you're looking good. I like the little goatee.
Yeah.
You keep it. I thought the beard was the play.
Yeah, this is it.
No, it is it. It really don't.
The ladies like it.
I think it's perfect because it's still enough, you know, work to maintain.
Correct.
Right.
But it's clean. The girls like it. You know.
Before we let him go, do you want Stephon Diggs on your team? Yes or no?
Well, okay. So here's
why did you have to get him?
Because I want to know.
All right. You know, so you know me. I'm always going to be brutally honest about everything.
Yeah.
So you know,
do you want him on the team?
I think that the last 2 years, I've seen him tail off only because the NFL is so physical.
Okay.
He's undersized.
Yep.
So at this point of his career, it is difficult to keep him healthy and down the stretch for what you need. He's not a prototypical one that, you know, per se, that he's 6'2" and he can go out there and do everything. He can go out and, you know, do what they need to do. I think that the offense is going to be a lot faster, you know, getting Gabriel Davis off of the field. He was multiple, you know, top corners in the NFL are saying he can run 2 routes, maybe 3. You take him off of the field now, you got Shakur, everybody running around and whatnot. So to answer your question with Diggs, we need his leadership. We need his toughness. We need, you know, him on the team. but we're going to need to have a different identity. I do expect them to probably go in the draft and probably, hopefully in the first round, grab something.
Are you partaking in any draft stuff? Are you looking around, trying to scope it? I mean, the market is so different than what it was even 5 years ago when, we were really out looking.
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, instead of, a 20-cent line, everybody's got a 40-cent line.
It's incredible what's going on in the business.
Well, it's terrible.
It's terrible. There's no other way to describe it. It's sickening.
Well,
I really don't like it at all.
No, well, I mean, it's almost made it to the point now that the black market has to control what's going on. Because whoever's going to be behind and the real shady people of the world are going to control it. You know what I mean? Because they're going to get involved and whatnot. I mean, these guys like Metcalf, for instance, I'm a buddy of his. There's not a business should run and give him $2 million in equity to start in a heartbeat. They should come over and give you a partial, equity.
We had a talk. We had a talk at the grand opening already. I wanted to invite you.
Yeah.
We already had a talk.
I mean, his ex-wife, his just took the presidency job for down with the Sparks. She got, Christine.
Done?
She just she's
I
the
did not know
president
that.
with the Sparks now. So
wow. All right.
It breeds, it never goes away. But
are you going to be around this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be in it now.
All right. I'll find you.
All
right.
So,
That's Tommy the Lip.
Yeah,
we call him at Lippard Tom on the
You're
Twitter.
the best. Sorry.
I mean, we're going to talk more about this golf stuff.
Hell
We're going to have you on. I mean, it's great to see you.
Yeah,
as
love
always.
you guys. I love you guys.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Tommy the Lip joining us here.
Where's
By the way,
Lorenzo?
we have a 36-35 score. Oakland is currently leading by 1 over Kentucky with 1:55 to play in the first half. So there is your massive upset watch.
It re-airs tonight on Sports Grid and Sirius XM National.
Yeah, so you got all that.
You'll be on.
Texas still leads 31-17 over Colorado State. That was 15-23 to play in the second half. Iowa State is up, 31-22 there, up on South Dakota State. So the Jackrabbits have made it into a decent game. You know your mic's right in front of you, right?
They can't hear me. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I blew out your ear.
Thank you.
Hit the stinger. Maybe we'll blow out everyone else's ear. Sorry, boys and girls. I had to do that.
Gonzaga's up 20-15 over McNeese. That with 10:47 to play there in the first half.
Did you tell him? Go around and tell him your handle.
So we talked to Tommy and have him on here in just 1 second.
Yeah.
Later to come, St. Peter's and Tennessee, NC State and Texas Tech, Samford and Kansas, Drake and Washington State is the last game of the night, which is really interesting. That's wild. 10:05 Eastern Time, 7:05 on True TV. That is a late night.
Look at this
in Omaha,
Hartford
Nebraska.
Whalers jersey walking up. Look at that
Can
jersey.
I go fight him?
Look at that jersey.
Is that wrong?
That is a tremendous jersey.
No, it's not.
I love that Hartford Whalers jersey.
Yes.
That is a great jersey.
How much for me to burn
Is that Pat Deneen?
Can I burn that?
What is 16? Is that? Oh no, Kevin Deneen or Pat Verbeek? I love that jersey, sir. That Whalers jersey.
Yeah, he really.
All right.
He's not even like.
No, he's like, what are you guys talking about? Who is this BvB? Everybody's walking in this joint going, what is this BvB?
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
All of you, what are you doing? Why? How? Where?
That's fine.
Tommy, how are you, my friend? What's going on?
Doing great. March Madness, baseball in another week and a half.
I don't know. Your team's got a lot of turmoil going on right now.
A lot. It's never a dull moment. Trevor Bauer, Urias, now Shohei.
Right.
What's next?
Oh, what's next? Let's not even worry about what's next.
Yeah.
I wanted you to talk about your podcast.
Yeah.
And your stuff that you're doing. Is this a busy week? I mean, because I've been watching from afar what you've been doing with the college baskets.
Yeah.
You like this, don't you?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's awesome. Cover the Weekend's the name of the podcast.
Yep.
So I just focus on the weekend.
Yep.
This week, obviously, special edition.
Yep.
With the hoops going. So
right.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. This is great. One of the they say it's the best day on the sports calendar. There are a few others.
Right.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, Thursday, Friday is pretty good.
Do you like conference tournament week though?
You know what? I do, but not. A lot of people poo-poo it, right? Because they say, some teams mail it in.
Right.
Other teams are going nuts. Me, I think it gives you some really good
betting
nuggets.
Opportunities, right? There's good stuff.
Betting opportunities, and you look at teams that don't win, but you say, you know what? That's a team that's going to be ready to go come tournament time. Michigan State, perfect example. I loved how they played against Purdue in that conference tournament. They lost, but they outplayed Purdue in that second half. They got screwed up calls in the first half.
Yeah.
Izzo, when he said, I don't like how the game's being called, couldn't agree more.
Right.
And I thought today they would come in ready to rock. They did, and I think they're going to take North Carolina.
Do you really?
I do.
It's a danger. I'm going to bet Izzo. I'm going to bet on Michigan State just as a hedge because I've got the 15-1 on North Carolina. So I'll take the points and try to middle it and hit them both. But I think you're right. I think it's going to be a game.
It's going to be a game. I don't know what the line is yet. I don't know if it's out. But
I haven't looked yet.
I'm going to say Carolina 6.5.
Yeah. I thought maybe
range?
6. Yeah,
6.5?
I thought maybe 6, but 6.5 makes sense.
The Rams are trying to make it into the game. It's 35-24. They're down by 11. They've outscored Texas 13-8 to start the half. So we'll see what our guy Ali Farouk-Manesh and Coach Medved can come with here to get back into this one against Texas.
RNME right now means everything.
Yeah, it's a hell of a line.
Come on.
The Zags are up 28-17 on McNeese. In terms of the 2 6 seeds that got bounced today, either one surprised you dramatically? BYU getting sent home, and then obviously the upset that happened late with South Carolina losing to Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon didn't surprise me.
Yeah, me neither.
BYU did a little bit, but
big time.
But you know, BYU, if they're not making threes, it's over.
It's over.
Very one-dimensional. Very one-dimensional. When you come into the tournament, you got to play D. You got to do things that you got to stack what you're doing. And if you're just depending on threes and you have no defense, so did that surprise me mildly? Oregon sure didn't.
Yeah. Let's talk about tomorrow for a second. Is there anything tomorrow that really has jumped out at you? Any games tomorrow you're looking at?
Yeah, well, when I say defense, I like teams that play defense.
Yep.
I don't like teams that don't play defense.
Okay.
So I think Bama is a good fade tomorrow. I don't think they're going to lose necessarily.
I'm with you on
that. It's a big number. 9.5 is a big number.
9.5. And
we got
Bama's
Charleston people. Only bet I've made so far is I took Houston minus 15 in the first half up against Longwood, given what happened in the Big 12 tournament and how well they were playing until they got tired.
Right.
And now with rest up against a 16 seed, I'm not sure Longwood scores 15 points in the first half tomorrow.
I have the under in that game.
Yeah.
And again, same thing. I don't see how the heck Longwood's going to get in a position to score any type of meaningful amount. I think Houston will be ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a big line.
24.5.
But Houston, first 4 games of the season, I think Texas A&M, Corpus Christi was in there.
Yep.
Some really low-level teams.
Right.
4 of them, and the lines were 20, 30. All of them went under.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you look at the first 4 games of the season where they played, prep games really.
Yeah.
Big lines, 20, 30-point spreads. All 4 of those games.
Well, it's also good. They don't score a ton, but their opponents don't score anything.
Right.
So it's hard to make a number. Like we joked around, that Virginia game was like 99. What do you mean 97? Like what do you make from a total perspective?
Yeah.
So it's like that. I mean, Houston's going to score 50.
Mm-hmm.
How many is the opponent going to score?
Yeah.
30.
And you say the thing you say too about them getting tired. Yeah, I think they're not going to go run and gun the whole game. If they got a comfortable lead, they'll slow it down.
Yeah.
They'll play tough defense and they'll take the W.
Well, they won't play 3 games in 3 days ever again.
Right.
So that's what hit them in the Big 12 tournaments.
Yep.
They just were exhausted.
Yep.
They had run too many minutes on too many guys, and they had 3 injuries to their bench, and so they just were exhausted. And Iowa State killed them.
I think, speaking of Iowa State,
Yep.
leads right into what I'm saying. I think the only 2 teams that could beat UConn, and I say could,
Yep.
not will,
Right.
is Houston and Iowa State.
Agreed.
I think those are the only 2 teams that I can see now. Who knows?
I think Iowa State's going to beat Houston.
I would not be surprised. I have
Winner
a
of
Houston
that
future.
game wins the national championship, you think?
Oh, wow.
The winner of that game on that side?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I really, that's going to be.
I don't see UConn going back to back. I just don't.
I don't know.
I just don't see it.
The bottom of that bracket is it Arizona or North Carolina?
They got
that's who they play the first game.
Yeah, but Iowa State's going to. And they're not making the Final Four.
Well, that would be the Elite 8 game, 1-2.
Yeah, Iowa State in Boston. Iowa State's going to go there and beat them.
I think they can.
So tomorrow morning, there's a couple games. Northwestern, Florida Atlantic, tough game.
Mm-hmm.
Colgate's playing Baylor.
Yep.
What do you make of Baylor? It's like one of those ones. It's a 3 seed in the West, and nobody's saying a word about Baylor.
Very quiet.
Very
I think
quiet.
Baylor blows them out.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I've watched a little bit of Colgate because those.
Are you really?
Oh no! Yeah.
Wow.
Those.
Who says that?
The degenerate
we got a
specials.
Guy. Yeah.
Friday games.
Friday night games. That's a
They're
Friday
on
night
the
game.
docket.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
They're not bad. Decent team. But you're right. Baylor's kind of laying in the weeds. Kind of laying in the weeds a little bit.
NBA talent without NBA, like intensity.
Yeah,
They're
but
very
not
inconsistent.
athletic,
That's their
but
problem.
Athletic, but inconsistent. So we're
They can beat anybody, but they also can almost not lose to anybody, but
And
they
you
can
got-
lose to anybody good.
And I think this year more than ever, the top 3-4 seeds, you get that with an Arizona,
Right.
Baylor, like you mentioned, even North Carolina.
Yeah,
they
there's-
throw
they-
in throw in their stinkers too.
5-8 minute stretches where you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird deal where these top seeds are very good teams,
Yeah.
but things can go south really quick.
What
for
about
them.
Purdue?
I don't
No?
see it. I don't see it. No.
Wow.
One dimensional.
Confident.
One
I
dimensional.
don't see it at all.
And I keep going back to that game. That Michigan State game, that Michigan State
Yeah.
lost. They went in at halftime. Izzo made some adjustments, and Michigan State won that second half.
Yeah.
They won that second half
Yeah.
after getting in that hole the first half.
Yeah.
Threes were rattling in and out. Refs were making some bad calls. I don't see it. I don't. They got a good draw. I mean, can Tennessee beat them if Tennessee gets there? I don't
Yes.
know. I think they can.
Right.
But I think Purdue has some landmines once they clear, the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, Final 4.
Yeah, I think everyone is just kind of penciling them in, and whenever you do that with Purdue, I always feel like it's the team that nobody thought they could beat Purdue
Right.
will beat Purdue.
Mhm.
So I don't know if they win their second game.
And the Big Ten, the pedigree of the Big Ten. When's the last time Michigan State, right?
Yeah.
20 some odd years
right.
ago.
It's
So you want to go with history trends. You can look at it. You can use that angle to look at
Right.
it. But there's other things about Purdue. I just, would it be the shock of the world if they go all the way? Of course not. But I don't see it.
Let me ask you this. So UNLV won their game last night against Princeton.
Mhm.
Nevada just blew a 17-point lead, and they lost in the first round.
Yeah.
Is it better to go and play one game in the NCAA tournament, or to go? What if UNLV were to go on a run and win the NIT? Which is better?
Wow, that's a great question. I think they all want to go to the tournament. I think so. I mean, for UNLV, though, if they go deep in the NIT and whoop some teams, they can say, hey, you know what?
Little buzz.
We got
That's a little buzz.
Yeah,
That's a momentum builder into next year.
They keep some players and
if you're going to go into a game and be a 10-point dog or more, I'd rather go to the NIT and win a couple.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. Let you get a little trip. They went to New Jersey. They beat Princeton.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to get a home game, right? They're going to be they're going to hop around. I don't think they're. I don't think they're going to get a home game.
If they win
They're
if they win one more game, they're in the Final Four and they go to Hinkle.
Right.
So,
but I got a text actually from Blewett this morning.
All right.
That said BC is playing UNLV, and that means BC's coming here. Is what he told me.
That'd be a good
So
game, actually.
that would actually be a really good game.
That'd be a
Good
very
number.
interesting game.
Very interesting game. Before we get you out of here, what
Boston
are you
College
doing
is
all
coming
weekend?
here.
That's what he said. He said he might come.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah,
and they're coming here.
BC's coming here.
And then if they
Okay.
they win two
gotta
more
win
games.
one more after
two
that,
more
yeah.
games. Sorry.
Yeah.
So UNLV would then play the winner of Seton Hall, North Texas.
Oh boy.
If they beat BC, and the winner of that goes to Hinkle Fieldhouse.
What are you doing all weekend? You hopping around, book, or you just?
I'm hopping around. I'm staying off strip. The days of
Nice.
staying on the strip for
Gone.
me is over.
Yep.
Done.
For others,
Yep.
I get it. More for them, but
Right.
no more
Right.
strip for me. I'm usually at the Westgate. I'm at Durango this time.
Yeah.
Staying there for the first time. Great
Perfect.
place. Nice. Red Rock. Do Rampart. Do all those places off strip. It's great.
Nice.
March Madness and finishing up all my MLB futures,
Baseball
man.
futures.
All the Hey, Pirates.
We're gonna have you back on to talk about baseball futures next week.
Brian Hayes.
Yeah.
13.5 home run total.
Wow,
really?
low.
Ridiculously low. And he's hammering the ball in spring training.
Plays every day.
One of my favorite over-unders.
Plays every day.
He's going to play every day. 13.5 over at the Superbook. Yeah.
Batting sixth in the lineup.
What did he hit
and-
last
and-
year?
and with-
But he's in the bottom half of the lineup, right?
Yeah, but, that lineup is better than it's been the last few years.
Hell
you
yeah,
know?
it is. Tell him, T-Lo.
So,
What did he hit last year? 10?
well, he was hurt. He had a hurt back.
He
But-
missed a lot of games.
But
last
second
year.
half, if you look at his numbers, fantastic.
Oh,
Did
I
really
was
well.
picking his props on the Pirate pregame show. A lot.
Interesting.
A
I
lot
like that bet
in
a lot.
August
Yeah.
and September.
13.
He
and
was
a half
good.
Seems
Take a look. I think it's
injury
great.
concern. Is that baked in? Do you think? The injury concern?
No, it was a back issue he had at the beginning of the season. Got off to a slow start, healed up, and
Right.
as soon as he healed up, he's
Wow.
great. He's showing no.
Who's winning the NL Central? You could say it.
The NL Central is a toss-up. I don't see the Cubs doing it.
Well, who's winning
Reds
then?
or Cardinals?
It's not the Pirates.
It's not the Brewers.
You know
Why
what?
is it not the Pirates?
You know what?
Why
the
not
Pirates.
us?
Not the
here's
Pirates.
the thing with the Pirates, okay?
Yeah.
They have a couple of veteran pitchers that
Yeah.
are in there, and you know they're
Keller.
like 20. They're like 24-1 or something like that to win,
win
the
a division.
It's high. It's over 20.
It's so absurdly
Okay.
priced.
Rightly so.
Jared Jones
not
is Jared.
Eric, don't laugh at his jokes. They're not funny.
Funny.
If
They
there's
are
any
funny. It's
division,
right. It's right. It's true.
If there's any division that can happen, lightning in a bottle can happen, I do think it's the Central. You got Skeens, Jared Jones. That kid throws gas.
Yeah.
Very good. He's
Yeah.
from SoCal, not too far
Yes.
from where I grew up.
Yes.
And the Pirates have brought him along well. So I don't think it's out
It's
of
completely
beyond the
would
realm
be
of
one of the most fun stories, one, too.
It would be.
It wouldn't be that big of a surprise because that division is eh.
the Cubs have to falter. I don't think the Cardinals will be that good. I think the Cubs have to.
St. Louis and Chicago would fire everyone if the Pirates win the division.
Not true.
They fire everyone.
Not
Everyone
true.
gets fired.
Not true.
GM,
Ridiculous.
coach, everyone
I'm,
gets
I'm
fired.
not putting my whole bankroll on that.
Right.
But I think some pizza money on the Pirates is not the worst stab in the world, especially
Love
in that
it.
division. That division's,
Yeah.
the Brewers.
I mean,
might-
Hayes
I
going
don't know.
over 13 and a half home runs. I can't stop thinking about this.
Yeah, O'Neal Cruz 50-1 MVP.
That's insane.
You know.
That's insane.
So can I share one more?
Absolutely.
Go.
I bet Tristan Casas at the Superbook
Nice.
500-1 MVP. So
Tell the people
We'll see.
who he plays for. 'Cause they don't even know.
Boston Red Sox first baseman. Shohei's out of the AL. We'll see. The numbers
MVP.
rise.
If he has an
Are
MVP,
you serious? You bet this?
if he has an MVP year, Boston's in the playoffs.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Check his second half
My
numbers.
worst nightmare.
Check his second half
Oh
numbers.
my God.
If Boston's in the playoffs and the
Check-
Pirates are not,
This can't
that would be
happen.
tremendous.
Check- can't happen.
Check Tristan Casas' second half numbers.
He's good.
Explosive.
He's very good.
He have you seen
They
the
got
couple
no
home runs?
protection.
Very good.
They
He's
got,
young, he's very
they-
good.
That lineup is
Maybe. I mean.
Well, I mean,
there's-
still you got Rafael Devers. I mean, you still have a big bat
That's
there.
it. It's the two of them.
it's
And a
not-
lot of kids who can run and hit. They got a lot of kids.
In the modern era, he wouldn't be the only left-handed power hitter in Boston to win an MVP, right? I think Big Papi, did he ever win MVP? I think he did.
No, he won playoff MVP. I don't think he won league MVP.
I don't
Okay.
He won
know.
World Series. He won 3 World Series MVPs.
Okay. Well, I don't
You
think
don't
the Red
have
Sox
to
are
even
going to.
bring that up. Like,
World
why are we
Series,
talking about that?
Anyway,
Hey, talk about basketball,
It's
baseball.
500-1. I thought
love
it was
it.
a good deal.
Tremendous.
But going back to basketball, I have a future on Houston. We'll see how it goes, but UConn's going to be very tough.
Tell the people you're naming a podcast again, please.
Cover the Weekend is the name of the podcast. Sportsbook Tom on Twitter.
Very
Perfect.
cool.
Thanks,
Good
brother.
stuff, Sam.
Excellent.
Good seeing
Appreciate
you.
you guys.
Keep it up. Keep
Tommy
doing your
Lorenzo
thing.
here
you, guys.
on the Boston
We'll
University
talk to
Book
you
as
again.
we continue live
Do the
from
remote, yeah.
Resorts World here inside the Red Tail Lounge where it's starting to fill up. People are starting to matriculate in here for the night session to watch maybe a massive
Origo.
upset as Oakland, they had a kid, Jack Golke, went 7 of 13 from 3 in the first half. In the first half.
You know what?
21 points in the first half
You
shooting
know-
threes is
do you,
okay.
Do you know who texted me that?
Who?
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Who?
Dave's Daily Picks.
Oh, very nice.
He
Hi,
gave me
Dave's
that
Daily Picks.
actually. Yeah.
Ah,
He
very
gave
cool.
me that.
So you went on our next guest show, and
Yeah.
then I came on right after you.
Yeah, we did.
We got the
And,
one and the
killed
only
it.
Joe Origo stopping
Yeah.
by. We got Vegas
Yeah.
royalty stopping by to
Right.
have
This is
conversations
great.
about
Yeah.
what's happening here in town.
Yeah,
And,
I want to get his take on March Madness for locals.
well,
I
also,
feel like
I mean,
we're having
he was
one of those-
questioning NIT when we were talking about the UNLV. He didn't think UNLV was going to win the NIT, and they did. They beat Princeton. So,
Right?
And now
Yeah.
they have a
This
chance
is
to
good.
roll. So we'll get him on here in just 1 second.
Yep.
Eric's going to get everything situated for this and get it right. Let's see.
He's doing an unbelievable job.
Scores for
Eric's
us
doing an
here.
unbelievable job.
39-29. Texas up by 10 here on CSU.
How much time left?
10 minutes to play.
All right. Let's go,
38-35. Oakland gets the lead at the break
What?
against Kentucky. Yep.
What?
It's a huge, stunning,
73
crazy thing.
points?
But look
All
at
right, we're getting a
here's the
little
thing.
overpace, yeah.
Here's the thing.
What?
Oakland's coach literally said, "I love the matchup with Kentucky."
Tell him.
He said it
I love
publicly. He loved the matchup.
Yes.
He thought if anyone we were going to play,
Yes.
I love it. And now they're up by 3. You beat Kentucky and you make that type of comment. Okay, buddy, I'm in on you. Like, let's see
I
what
love
type of
March
run
Madness.
Oakland
I
will make.
love this.
Near the
good.
break, it's 40-31. TJ Otzelberger and Iowa State leading on South Dakota State. Gonzaga's up 19 on McNeese. So much for that Cinderella.
Right.
McNeese is getting sent home. They're down by 19 with 4 to play. And then coming up here in about an hour, we've got St. Peter's in Tennessee. We'll get rolling in the nightcap. Let's bring on our friend Joe Origo, guy in Vegas who does a ton of work. Dave was on your pod. I was on your pod. How are you, my friend? Good to see you.
I love it. This is one of my favorite times of the year. It's March Madness.
Yeah.
I'm here with my 2 good friends.
Yeah.
Man, I'm great. It's blessed.
This is good. This is good. Do you still have the podcast after we did a back-to-back appearance? They didn't stop the thing? I mean, did it go okay?
Well,
I didn't get any feedback.
The boss,
Yeah?
I couldn't fire myself, so I'm
So
good.
are we.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that fun?
Hey,
Yes.
Let me go and call HR. No, you're good.
Yeah, we're good, right? Yeah, we're good. Who are you calling? Us.
That's it. That's the only person to call.
Hey, that Oakland Kentucky game.
Yeah.
Oakland's not missing shots.
No.
Like they got a dude that's just draining threes.
7 or 13.
Yeah, I mean
21 points in the first half.
crazy.
It's fun, isn't
They
it?
scored
love it.
38. He's got 21 of them.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I would love to see Kentucky.
Did you
lose.
watch UNLV the other night?
A little bit.
Yeah. They're
It-
hosting a game now.
I'm actually gonna go Sunday.
Yeah?
Yeah, they
Day,
got
day game?
day game.
Whoa.
I got.
Let's
give
go.
me- I'll get
I
the-
may go.
We
I
may
might
go.
I may go now. It's a day
Yeah,
game.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
yeah, because I'm
My
saying.
dad went to BC. I teach at UNLV, so I got to kind of go.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I mean, I
Worlds colliding again.
honestly.
What the hell with the Boston stuff?
I went to one game this year because I've been like I have other things I got to cover throughout
Right.
the night.
Yeah.
Right?
I went to one game and I'm like, look, I got to go to this one.
Yeah.
You know, good
so
for them.
I was talking to people on campus about all right, so the team, what's everybody feel, right? Everyone said, look, if they win a game, we have a home game, we'll go. I think the students might show up for it.
I hope so. Look, they did a great job when they went to the Mountain West Championship game.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
showed up for that.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yep.
came out and showed up for that.
Yep.
Football, yep.
But they got to show up for more than just the UNR games.
Right.
Right.
You know, 'cause
Fair.
that's the only time they really come is for UNR. So if they come to this game, that's big. Kevin Kruger needs it. I think the guys need it on the team.
Yeah.
What's his future?
I think his job was saved this year.
Wow.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, because they were up and down.
Yeah.
They were mediocre at best.
Word on the street was that he wasn't going to make it, and now they're in the.
Did DJ
that
save
game
his
in-
job?
100%.
Yeah.
Is DJ coming back?
Yes, he
Whoa.
came out. Yeah, DJ said he's coming back.
Wow.
He said he's back
Really?
next year. Yeah.
That's tremendous.
I mean, look,
Wow.
since 8th grade, Jeff Waterlove
Yep.
was on DJ since he was in 7th, 8th grade. Like, Joe, this is the guy. And I'm like, okay, you know, we see him at Liberty High School here.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Oof.
And then this is a kid that's supposed to be a high school senior,
Right.
and he's the Mountain West Freshman of the Year.
Right.
The guy's
He's
the real
next.
deal. He's
Go ahead.
the real
Oh.
deal as a point guard.
No, wait.
To me,
You're next.
No, wait.
You're next
Wait,
on the show.
Don't move. Don't move.
Stay there.
Hold
You're
on.
next on
Hold
the
on.
show.
Hold on.
Hey,
Don't
he's
move.
cool.
Don't move.
Yeah, he's a
Don't
good
move.
guy.
Don't move. Yeah. Wait.
We got to have him on the show.
Yeah. Don't move.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We got Steve Bartel
he's
bringing
next.
me
Yeah.
gifts.
Yeah.
Like,
He's next. He's
Yeah,
next on the
he-
show.
He's bringing me a box of cigars.
Yeah.
He's got to come on the show.
He gifted me one. I'm like, all right, well,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna do
phenomenal.
it.
Cigar
Let's go.
guy. That's
Oh
good.
yeah. Mall and lobby cigars.
Talk about this event. We were talking about it from a local's perspective because this is one of those things that we get to appreciate. I love when people come into town for this. Like
Right.
this is you get to see people. Do you go around to other books? Do you pop in and out of?
I
like
have
this
in the
weekend?
past.
Okay.
I have in the past.
Getting old, you don't like to do it as
No, I
much
came to hang
anymore?
out with you guys.
I love
That's-
it.
see,
That's
you guys are more
perfect.
important to me just popping up.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
I went
yes.
to I went to other properties.
Yep.
I would go on. I was a guest on one at a property down on Fremont.
Yep.
I'm not
Nice.
to
Yep.
say the name.
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
That was,
Oh, yeah,
I was at Circa.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Fine. We're all friends.
And, you know, so I'll pop in here
Right.
and there just to see what's going on. But I mean, you guys are having this. I'm gonna come hang out with you guys.
This is pretty chill. Like
It
this
is.
is nice, right? Like, you can just sit and watch the games, and like you can bring the boys. I think tomorrow will be great. We got more people coming and stuff. You can just kind of sit in there. We're gonna have the whole joint.
That's
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice,
Man, tell me that Ohtani story isn't crazy.
dude.
It is.
I don't even know what to say.
It is.
Like we're bummed out. I'm bummed out.
I'm going to Chicago. Okay, in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Dodgers are playing at Wrigley. I'm going to see Ohtani. He's seen Ohtani play in person. I've never seen him play in person. I went like, let's go. I want to go see Ohtani. He may not play this year.
You think so?
I don't. I mean, I think he's playing. Like I don't. He thinks he's getting suspended. I don't think
No,
they're going to be able
MLB's
to get suspended.
they're going to drag it out just like
Right?
they did with the Trevor Bauer
Yeah.
deal. They're going to do. I think they're going to let the feds do the investigation.
Okay.
So they don't get their hands dirty. Because
Fair.
at the end of the day, they have to know that if it was him. It's a federal case because in California you can't bet.
Right.
You can't transfer that much money to pay off a bet.
That's the problem.
A gambling debt either.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
but
the problem.
And the guy that they bet with is got a lot of
No
issues
bueno.
coming. It's not good.
No bueno.
It's not good.
I mean, like I don't want to read. I swear I'm not jaded. I'm jaded, but I don't like being jaded.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Right. And you're innocent.
We haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
We do a thing on the show called Ohtani Watch. Like
Every day.
we love the guy.
We
like
love him.
I do not want this player off the field. Like I
Yeah,
want
at
him
all.
to play every day.
What I found funny is there was so much good vibes and good juju with the Dodgers this whole offseason.
Right.
And then after day one
Uh-oh.
this happens, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
How in the world is this going down? I'm with you. I'm stunned.
And E, our producer, is an Angel guy. He's an Angel fan.
I'm sorry.
Right. That's what I
It's
said.
just, it is what it is. But like, he was one of the first ones to say to us, like, he's leaving.
Yeah.
He's leaving.
He knew.
yeah.
And
He
everybody knew that he was leaving within the organization, whatever it was. And now this comes out.
Do you think Artie Moreno has something to do with it?
Probably.
hope so.
The producer
Wow.
says
He
he
hopes
says
so.
I hope
Serious?
so.
You think so? No.
Look, okay, I'll say this. Outside of Daniel Snyder, and thank God he doesn't own a team,
Right.
Artie Moreno's the worst owner in professional sports.
Really?
Story time with Cousin
Yeah,
Joe?
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
I have a mentor that was a scout with the Angels.
Okay.
He brought over Eckstein and Figgins on their title run, okay?
Okay.
The year that Beltre became a free agent, Carl Crawford and Rafael Soriano,
Okay.
before that offseason, he went to them and said, we can go get the second baseman from the Rangers back then, Michael Young.
Yeah.
We can go get Michael Young, bring him back. He's from West Covina, California,
Right.
local guy.
Right.
Moreno's, because these guys are going to cost too much. No, Tony Regans is like, this makes sense. Moreno fires him. He goes to Toronto and starts working up there. Well, they miss out on Beltre. They miss out on Crawford. They miss out on Soriano. Moreno starts getting real funky. He starts getting because he had this money to spend.
Right.
He calls up Toronto and says, my buddy said to their GM, he's going to call you. He's going to call you for Vernon Wells. Watch. Calls him for Vernon Wells. He makes the phone call. Says they take on the whole contract. Toronto was willing to eat 50% of that Vernon Wells contract.
Wow.
Moreno never asked for it, but then blames Regans for it and then fires Regans shortly thereafter.
Oh boy.
I got a ton of I just know too much about that organization.
Right.
Right.
Not good.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're dialed into the baseball. You have
Yeah.
been for a long
Look
time.
at that
and
camera
stuff,
and tell everybody where they can watch your pod.
Man, go to Franchise Sports Media's YouTube page, like, subscribe, and click the notifications. Do the same thing for them if you haven't already
Oh,
on
nice
their
of you.
YouTube page.
Yes, please.
Franchise Sports Media, all of our stuff's on @TheFranchiseLV on social media. I'm Joe Origo, FSM, ARRIGO. You can see it on the thing. So
Good stuff, my
We're
friend.
gonna
Thank you
keep
for
doing
coming
it.
by.
Yes, sir.
We'll keep hanging.
Keep doing it.
no,
We're gonna
you're
keep
good right now.
doing it.
You're
Yeah.
good. No, right now.
Sit
5 minutes.
down.
5
We
minutes.
need
right
you
now.
for 5 minutes.
It's
Just to
Vegas.
say who
you
you
can
are.
tell them you're always
You're
late.
next.
It's fine.
Yes.
I'm leaving.
Right now.
Sit
Sit
down.
down.
I'm out.
He's done.
I'm out.
leaving.
I'm
He's done.
leaving.
That's
She
it.
can come on. I'm
Walk
out.
around. Give him
Sit
your
down.
name.
I'll see
Come
you
on.
guys
Good-
tomorrow.
good- good to
All
see
right.
you, man.
Thanks, Joe.
Come around, sit around. Come on, Steve. Come on down, say hi. You're in
You're all
Vegas.
dressed up.
Got to go to my
Gotta have you on.
New Hampshire
Thank
people.
you, Joe.
New Hampshire people have to come on the show.
Yeah.
Right? Guys who come all the way
Yeah.
from New Hampshire have to come on the
Right.
show.
All right.
Which is we'll give a little plug
Yeah.
for everything going on.
Got a box of cigars.
Okay, there we go. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Throw the headset on, my friend. Look at the suit. Look at everything. One
God
Mr. Steve
almighty.
Bartel. Monolabe Cigars.
Man, oh,
coming
man.
in here. Look at the
He's coming in
cigars.
hot, too.
Oh,
Holy
you're bringing
crap.
gifts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so Matt,
Yeah.
thanks for having me on the
Yeah,
show.
thanks
I
for coming
appreciate
by.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it's so spontaneous
It's
and
all
last
right.
minute.
It's
So I
life.
brought you both two of the first cigars that were ever made from Molon Labe, and I wanted you
wow.
guys both to have
Really?
one of these.
Okay.
So this is from the very first
is
box of
fantastic.
cigars that was ever made from Molon Labe.
Wow. Look at that. How do I keep this preserved? Just seal
Right,
it?
like-
Yeah, just put it in a humidor bag.
Seal it?
Don't
Okay.
let a Vegas desert
It
kill
dries out
I
so
know.
much here, Steve.
Put a humidity pack in a Ziploc bag, and you'll be good.
Let's do it.
That
That's
cigar is literally like 6 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
okay.
and it smokes amazing. I've been smoking them all day long.
Phenomenal.
The other thing I wanted to let you guys know is I acquired Ferrer de Seri.
Ooh.
which is a company out of Miami. So
Okay.
I now have a factory in Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. So I have a national.
Where in Nicaragua?
In Esteli, Nicaragua.
Where is that exactly?
It's north.
A friend of mine's going there, so I'm just curious.
North of Managua.
North of Managua.
Yeah, and it's an amazing place. If you haven't
Did you
been.
know that the flight from Vegas to Nicaragua is the same distance as Vegas to Boston?
I believe it.
No.
It's the same price, too.
Is it really?
It's the same price.
So I brought you a box of cigars to give to your guests.
Oh, thank you.
This is our Connecticut. It's an easy smoke for people. This is our Nicaraguan Connecticut cigar.
It's called Connecticut.
It's Connecticut.
Who named
It's
this?
actually got a well. The wrapper is made.
Tremendous.
The wrapper is made in Windsor Lock, Connecticut.
Tremendous.
Oh my God.
Because you got to burn it because you don't want to actually hold it.
Right, he hates.
You don't want anything. You don't want anything from Connecticut.
No, he hates Connecticut.
Light the
but
thing on fire.
He says all that about all that time. Wait, are you in town all weekend?
Yeah, so the PCA show is here. Remember that show from last year?
Okay.
The
Wow,
Indian
that's
Cigar
That was a
Association.
year?
So I'll be
Wow.
here all week.
Okay, good. All right,
So-
we'll be here tomorrow as well if you need to bring anybody by. To,
Tomorrow,
you know,
tomorrow's
hang out
a
and
great
smoke
day.
and
So
stuff.
what I'd like to do is drop one of these off for you every day.
Okay.
So today
Oh,
and
God.
tomorrow,
All right.
you can give those to your guests.
Sure.
You can
All
share
right,
it.
this
There's
is
going to be a
perfect.
lot
Let's
of people.
Put this on so
Yeah.
the camera sees it.
It's going to be a lot of people hanging around for
yeah.
PCA. But I have to run. I have a dinner date.
All right, go.
Go ahead.
But I appreciate you guys.
Well,
I love
great
you guys.
seeing you,
Where
sir.
can people go and
Look
buy
right
this
at that
stuff?
camera.
Where's that camera?
Yeah.
The little one.
Yep, you can go online and buy these at molanlabecigars.com.
Tremendous stuff.
That's
Good to see you.
great.
Thank you for
Yep.
the
See you,
support.
brother.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
being
All
here.
right.
Appreciate
We love
that.
you guys.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
All right.
Steve
All right, good to
Bartel,
see you, brother.
owner of the one and only Molanlabe Cigars here on the Bostonian versus the Book, gave us a cigar, gave us a 6-year-old cigar. That's tremendous.
I got to keep that right. I don't know how to keep that right.
I may just smoke it tonight. I don't know.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Why?
All right.
Why not? 6-year-old cigar?
Yeah.
It's perfectly kept in a humidor? That's amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
You guys.
See, I can drink now. I can
Steve,
smoke
the
now.
chat is going crazy. They said they love your cigars. We got people that are going to order them now. This is great.
I love his cigars.
There you
Ross
go.
Randall.
Ross
Randall
Randall,
is a dude from Amesbury, Mass.
Is he?
See, here's the thing.
There we go.
So this summer I'll be heading back to Boston, and I've told Steve this. That
Yeah.
I will go
Yeah, we're going.
to his place,
Yeah.
to his bar, because
Yeah.
he has this very cool. I don't know what he calls it. It's like it's a cigar
So-
bar, but it's not. It's like
right.
it's a bar that's got more stuff going on. That his cigars are there, his liquor is there.
Right.
So we'll do that, and we'll go up there in New Hampshire. And so it's going to be a fun time to get back up there in New Hampshire. And I'll have to go see his stuff and go see cigars. He has a factory in Nicaragua. How about that? That's tremendous.
been busy.
That's tremendous.
That's good.
It's been 1 year. That was 1 year ago. We were at the cigar show with him.
Ridiculous.
My gosh, that was fast. It's a blink of
Well,
an eye.
that last one was in the fall. There's two. There's one every
6 months.
6 months.
Oh,
And that
2-1
last one-
Rangers, by the way. They took the lead on the Bruins.
Let's go Rangers.
After right at the end of the second period. So
All right, yeah.
second period break, 2-1 Rangers as we go into that one. I've been watching Texas. Every time CSU gets close, Texas goes on a little spurt.
So
it
extends the lead.
It's 48. It's an 8-point lead, 46-38. 3:47 to play. This is obviously the most important 4-minute stretch. Oakland still leads Kentucky 41-40 with 18:36 to play in the second half.
Okay.
Halftime, Iowa State's up by 7. South Dakota State made a run. They came back, made that a game, 40-33 in that one. Halftime, the Zags whipping McNeese 48-25. Everyone's favorite Cinderella's going home, boys and girls. That ain't going to happen. So that's going to be an L. St. Peter's, which I still think they, other than the iHeart Blue Jays fearing, and I won't say it because Will might get mad, but fear their peacock. They are
Don't say it. We're
the
doing
best
good.
the best shirt in all of sports by far. NC State, Texas Tech, that game gets rocking here
Right.
from the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
That's a whole lot of P's.
Yes.
With NC State and Texas Tech, that's a 9:40 Eastern time start, and then Sanford and Kansas.
Hopping, baby.
Who do you like with Sanford and Kansas? I'm on Sanford.
Yeah, I like Sanford too. I don't know what to make of Kansas.
They've lost 4 of 5.
Yeah, I'm
Lost
not,
back by
not a-
20
not
and
a
30.
fan. Not a fan. Not a fan.
And McCullers is definitely done for the whole tournament. Not like, hey, win this game and McCullers will come back.
No.
It's goodbye.
But they know. So they know now for a couple days. So it's okay when the team knows.
Yeah.
You know, those ones when it just happens.
Right.
That's the ones that you look to go against.
And then I get to go home and I get to go watch Drake in Washington State. I'm so excited.
Right.
I need to go get some. You know, I've eaten like 2 things today. I'm so hungry. It's ridiculous.
I haven't eaten anything.
But
today.
I'm gonna go and get some food on the way home.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go and watch Drake play Washington State and just, like, sit back. I've got a whole thing of Guinness in my fridge. I only drank because I threw my back out on St. Patrick's Day, so I couldn't drink. It was annoying. So now I can actually drink, and I'm going to go.
Tomorrow's going to get loose.
I'll have a cigar.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to get
I'll
loose.
have Guinness tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be able to hang out and really just, like, kick my heels up and do a good job. How long have we been on? Because normally I keep track of this.
5:42 right now, so we've been on for about, an hour and 12 minutes.
Wow, that was fast.
Like that.
Okay, that's phenomenal. So we got another 30 minutes to go here with you guys.
We got about 25.
That's
to
the best.
keep
Do you
it
want to
short
throw
for
any of the
Will.
brigade guys on to have come have a conversation?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Bear Maulings, come on down.
Bear Maulings.
Bear, come in, sit down.
Bear, everybody's looking behind and sees your mustache.
Is coming in.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Bear.
At Bear Maulings.
Tell Eric your
sit down.
Yeah,
I did. It's at Bear Maulings.
He
We're
got
good.
it.
Yeah,
It's
we
at
got
Bear
it.
Maulings.
Yeah, we got it.
He got it. Eric's got it.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Throw the headset on. Do we? I don't think we. Oh, we have to go ahead and. Yeah, thank you. We have to turn his mics on.
Eric's got it.
On that.
Here we go.
He's
What's
all
up,
good.
guys?
Hi.
Hello, Bear.
What are you doing, Bear Maulings?
Rare day off.
Rare day off.
You got the day off?
It was through nefarious purposes, but I got it.
Fair enough. No questions asked.
Through
Nobody
nefarious
needs.
purposes.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's fine. He's off.
You look tired. You all right?
It's been a long week.
It's been a long month.
It's been a long month.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl was crazy, right?
Ever since.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to be busy? Do you like being busy, or do you want
Not
to be?
really.
Okay.
But it's okay.
It's this week is different, isn't it?
It is. It is. There's a feeling.
You have so many people from so many different places in town, right?
And then, there always is, but it's definitely different.
Yeah.
And then you see everybody come in. What are you here for? The tournament.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
You see all the gear.
Yeah,
I mean, people wearing
different stuff.
What do you think is the most represented, at least in the joint where you're working? Like, I mean, I saw a bunch of Kansas stuff.
Saw some Kansas.
Yep, they come.
A lot of KU.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, a lot of KU.
Wisconsin comes.
I saw a good bit of Houston the other day too.
Did you really?
I did.
I was going to say that would be one of the lower ones.
I saw a good bit actually. Maybe it was just one little party,
Pocket,
but I saw
right,
some
yeah.
Houston.
Yeah. People playing the table games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
always.
that's awesome. That's great.
Always busy.
Texas is going to beat Colorado State, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, it looks like
Up
And
by
cover?
12, up by 12,
they're
by
pulling away.
216.
Yeah.
Yeah, win and cover. So good job, Z.
Are you getting involved in the
I'm
college
staying
baskets?
relatively out. I've got Houston and UConn futures, and that's it.
All right.
Not
Okay.
touching anything else.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm light. I mean, normally on a day like today where there's 16 games, I would probably have 10 bets.
Yeah.
But I've only made 4 today, and I'm going light. I'm going to let my futures play out and just kind of ride them and see.
Yeah.
2, Carolina won, Creighton won, so I got a bunch going tonight, and Tennessee's playing later, Iowa State's playing right now. I'm just gonna let it ride out. But overall, is there a team that you like to win it all that you don't have a future on?
Out of the teams I don't have a future on, I think I like Arizona.
Because you went chalk with one.
Wow,
you went
really?
1-1.
I like Arizona.
Okay.
My Final Four is super chalky.
So is mine.
My Final Four is Houston, Arizona, Purdue, and UConn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Three ones and a 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I have 2 1s and a 2 2s, so I'm with you. I think it's going to be a chalky year. I really do. I think that the best teams are at the top, and I think teams like Kentucky, who are currently tied with Oakland with 15 minutes to play.
It's a battle.
That's not good for Kentucky.
Yeah, that's scary.
The longer that goes, the more that the belief goes from Oakland that they can knock out Kentucky.
Right.
But I decided a couple weeks ago. I just happened to be at work and I caught the Houston Kansas game where they just blew the doors off them, and I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
You got the Knights hat on.
I do.
Any hockey plays today? Addison's in the chat.
I don't have anything yet, but I'm not convinced that I won't dabble before puck drop.
This is what happens when you live here.
Yeah, dabble.
You're like, I might just do this, or I don't know yet, and then you just open the app or hit, a book and make a play and everything else.
Brandon Ingram just blew his knee out, by the way.
What?
Ooh.
Brandon Ingram just blew his knee out.
Oh. How do you know that?
Just saw the replay. Just saw the
okay.
replay of it.
All right.
Bad news.
Yeah, that's bad.
Got helped off by 3 guys that had to carry him off the court.
Connor Winsky just came in and said, Bear, the stash is exquisite.
Exquisite.
Thank you, sir.
Kevin Whitrock
Big
said
word.
that stash is fantastic. I mean, this is what Bear does. He walks around like this. He works like this.
That's true.
Yeah. Is it a topic of conversation at the table?
It is. It is. And no one ever believes me when I tell them it's the wife's idea.
Oh. Wow.
What? And this is true?
It is 100% true.
Mrs. Bear, watch the show tonight. I want this confirmed.
Let me hold on a second. I might have a prop for this. Let me see.
Really?
Yes.
What?
I don't know if this is gonna pick up or not.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
it used to be full beard.
Right?
And then we went down to the mustache.
Wow, you look like a professor with the full beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, okay. Look at that. I don't say you're not a professor now with the stash.
No.
Not Professor Bear.
I am accused of other professions because of the stash. But,
right.
Keep it clean for Will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't say.
I didn't say anything.
I know you did good. I want to
said
say
nothing.
something. I know. I was thinking it. I almost said it. See what happens when you're watching the feed right here? Look at this B-roll. It keeps going back to the beginning. That's what happens on my phone every time an ad pops up.
Yeah, there's some goofiness happening with the YouTube ads.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. Every time I have to go back and find the current when it does that. I don't know why, but
It's only the app, though.
Yeah.
okay.
It's not online.
Yeah. No, you guys are good. I mean,
not on
the feed's
desktop.
good. It's just
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's on desktop. That doesn't
Doesn't
happen
do
on-
that? No.
Doesn't do that
Okay.
on desktop.
All right.
Just does it on for whatever reason. I wonder if that's a setting on your app.
What's the plan on the rest of the weekend? Working? Busy?
Tomorrow is technically working, although
Yes.
it may be another nefarious day off.
There you
Depends
go.
on how
That
we're
happens.
feeling.
Hey.
But after
Yeah.
that, then it's work.
Love it. All right.
This is wild. All right, man. Good stopping by. Good to see you.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
sir.
Enjoy it.
Love
Yes.
you
That's
guys.
the one
Thank
and
you.
only
You
Bear
as well.
Maulings here
Yes.
from the BvB Brigade. Always love to see you
Absolutely.
guys here, local in Las Vegas, hanging out with us here on the Bostonian versus the Book. It's 48-49-45. Oakland up by 4 now with 13:43 to play. Oakland right now is outplaying Kentucky in the NCAA tournament. That's not Oakland, California. That's Oakland, Michigan.
Listen, man. They can win. They can win.
They could win.
They're going to cover, right? Are we conceding the cover right now?
Oh, yeah.
How much time left?
How much was it?
13 and a half, I think
Yeah,
it closed.
was enormous.
Welcome to the show. The text from Zaid. Bring on Tennessee, he said. Oh, my God, I wish he was here right now. We can't bring him in. But that is for you, Zaid,
Yes.
wherever you are. Blink twice if you're okay. We'll come rescue you.
They're not beating Tennessee.
They might.
No.
No?
No.
They might. There's a
No,
lot of orange in that game.
I mean, I'll probably
A lot of orange.
There's going to be a couple games that I'm going to bet, not as a hedge against my future, but just in case, just to
Right.
try to middle it.
Yeah.
Because I can't lose. I mean, if they win the game outright, they covered the 6-4, whatever it is, so it's
Right.
fine. So it's
Yeah.
the best case would be that they win and don't cover. You know, Tennessee wins and doesn't cover against Texas, and then I hit both. The future stays alive, and then the bet comes in and cashes. So
It's a lot of orange. You're right. Who said
burnt
that?
orange
Kevin
and
Whitrock. Yeah,
it's
orange,
different types
orange.
of
It's different
orange.
orange, but there's a lot of fighting. That was a Boston thing. He said with
Yeah.
the orange fighting.
something.
Do you think the headset will fit on Auntie's head? Can
Probably.
we get Auntie's
Sure,
head
let's
on?
do it.
Like Auntie's going to come on
Something
right
in
now.
the orange? would
Yeah,
be-
he
be the
apparently
song?
said he was coming on. He's got something for you
Oh,
specifically.
okay.
But he wore the Browns hat,
Okay.
which is insane. I don't even know. Like, look at the back of his head. There's only one notch on that adjustable. I think. Yeah.
Single peg.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
We going down that
Yeah,
road again?
No, we're not. We're not saying that. But it fits on his head.
It's
it
tremendous.
does. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. The Browns hat.
We'll
doesn't
turn the
look
mic
so
on in a
good.
second, Auntie.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let Eric get you situated
yeah.
and get your name
Yeah.
up on screen.
Right. We
so
need that.
So we can do
Auntie
that.
has been busy working in different shifts and stuff. Hasn't been in the chat as much, but he inspired me with all his caps. His
Ooh.
all caps in the chat that
Always
got us going.
Did
all the time.
all the E's.
But yes, Auntie with all the E's.
Can I stand up?
Of
Yeah,
course.
Is that
of
okay?
course. Yeah, you're
Recently
fine.
had a back
yeah.
surgery.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Slightly overweight.
Yeah.
Better to stand than to sit.
Oh, yeah. Wait till this camera pops in. That was Auntie. If you heard him, because he sounded so good. But he looks great. We got
Now we're good. There we are. What's up,
What's
my
with the
friend?
Browns hat? Seriously. Do you wear that out?
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you just wear it today? Like, you wear that out?
You're from there, aren't
I
you?
know, but
So,
like seriously, what are
what's
you
wrong
doing
with
with
that? What's wrong with
It
that?
doesn't match anything.
I tried to.
Matches the shirt he's wearing right now. It matches? Of course it matches.
Last time I was on, I had the black Browns hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's all good.
Yeah, that was
Black
nice.
tank top.
Yeah. All right, let's get away from the Browns really quickly. Are the Sabres going to make the playoffs? I know you're a Sabres guy.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's
They're
getting
like
close.
They're like the Browns. You know, they just know
He's
how to stick it to you.
Don't trust it even now.
Oh, I was really hoping that they would. They're playing so much better. They're an exciting team to watch. They bet overs a lot, when they play because they give up goals. But I was like, when I saw you, I said, hopefully he's going to talk about the Sabres and give us a shot here.
Yeah, Middlestat got traded to Colorado. Who knows what we're gonna do? It's tough, Good talent on the team. We win games we're not supposed to.
Right.
Games,
The Mets just signed JD Martinez to a 1-year deal.
Who did?
The Mets.
They have no idea what they're doing.
They really don't. What is
You
that?
Mets fans, good luck.
Why
It's gonna be
would
a
you
fun
sign
season
JD
for you.
Martinez?
Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
year.
Did you hear us talking about the AL Central?
I heard something about it. NL Central.
I heard something.
Yeah, we were talking AL.
Yeah.
We talked NL Central, but the AL Central is interesting. There's a lot of the razor blades are on the Tigers,
Yeah.
and nobody's talking about your team. Nobody's talking about the Guardians at all.
They're gonna be the Indians forever.
Are they?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm with you.
Indians at the Jake.
Yes.
Right.
And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they got a shot
I don't watch baseball as much.
at all?
I'm not.
All right, that's fine.
I like hockey.
All right, that's good.
Football's getting somewhat unbearable to watch sometimes.
Right.
Too many calls, too many commercials, this and that.
Yeah.
It's tough, but thank God for fantasy football.
Right.
Keeps me.
Keeps you involved.
Yeah, fantasy football league back home. Party like it's 1964. Good
There
group
you
of
go.
guys. So
By the way, Jack Golke from Oakland off the bench is 9 of 16, all threes, 27 points.
is that good?
It's one of those
Kinda.
nights. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
kinda.
Yeah.
And he is currently almost single-handedly beating Kentucky right now.
That's great. That's
9
that's
threes.
March. That's what March is.
What's the NCAA record for made threes
I
in a
don't know.
game?
It's got to be pretty close to that. I don't know.
He's got 9.
That's pretty good. I think that's got to be close to the record, I would think. And how's work been? Good? At the Fountain Blue, right?
Last time you saw me, I was clean shaven at South Point.
Yes.
Not
now
anymore.
at Fountain Blue.
Yeah.
And now you can grow the beard. They let
Yeah,
you go.
they, keep it up. Yeah,
Keep,
keep it look good.
Okay.
Which reminds me,
Oh.
one of my gifts.
Yes.
To Dave.
You're bringing
Guys,
gifts?
he brought gifts.
Dude,
yes,
really?
the guy brought gifts.
I want to give this to you a while ago, but
yes,
this and that.
Look at that.
We're at Resorts World.
That's tremendous.
But it's not going to fit me. But a nice little
South
here, I'll let
Point-
you go.
South Point
South
vest.
Point vest for when you go to the
That's
rodeo.
tremendous.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Look at this.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
tag on and everything.
I love it.
Want you to have it.
That's
And then,
tremendous, man.
also,
Yes.
What?
Yes.
gift for
Really?
Matt.
Mr. Parole.
What do I
Yes.
get? I get gifts?
Oh yeah, you got
Whoa.
one. You got one coming.
What
You
do-
got it coming.
What am I getting?
Bear with me here.
It doesn't blow up, does it?
No. What are you even hinting at?
I'm glad you didn't wear like the over the
Yes.
the
Head-
headphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Does that hat come off?
Okay. Yeah, it comes off. What's this hat? Oh,
I
an
got you,
umbrella
little
hat. This was no. For the record, I have this, and I wore this
Yeah.
already.
Well, if you lose
This
that
is-
one,
Now you have a backup.
we got 4 more for you.
Why did you buy so many?
Why'd you-
Why'd you buy so many?
In case it rains.
Yeah. So this would be a little prop for you guys.
Oh, this is great. We're gonna have to institute an umbrella hat play of the day or something, like when it really rains. That's
This
outstanding.
thing stays on better
That's
than mine.
nice, right?
This
Yeah.
one
I
actually,
mean,
like,
they ain't got the good
stays.
quality ones. That's
Yeah.
This is
outstanding
like
right there.
This is like a good one.
Look at that.
I actually like see these things.
Right?
That's
nice. That
So
looks- yeah.
I already paid the bet off, just so everybody knows.
You did.
So I already paid. I did wear it
but
on
you
the
didn't
show.
keep it on
so
the whole time.
I'm not keeping this on the whole time either. So
It would be nice.
No, I'm not keeping this on. But I will pay. I will wear it once.
Right.
To pay it off. Thank you.
Right.
This is very
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe you gave us 5 of them.
Absolutely.
This is a tremendous thing.
Yeah, this is
Better
great.
in
I'm
your
gonna
hands than
just-
mine.
Right.
But see,
yeah.
I mean, like if we go to a golf tournament or something, now I know I can bring an umbrella hat.
Yeah.
When I walk
Actually, I
around.
can take this to the field. At the softball field, I can pop that on. Keep the shade.
When you
a little
go-
bit, yeah.
when you
Not
go
burn
back
the
in?
head.
No.
Yeah, I can't burn the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Try and
It's
do some
clean
good
right
deeds.
now.
You
I
know.
don't want to burn the head.
Yeah, I know. I gave, hopefully Maddie's doing good. Her she was sick, but with the donations back in the day.
Oh yeah, you set the
that-
school on
yeah.
ablaze with all that. That was outstanding. She won that thing her second. Yeah, it was great.
Cheyenne and I, we sent her a couple C notes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You guys
that
did.
was
It
nice.
good.
Really
Crushed it.
appreciate that.
We
Yeah.
appreciate everything you guys have done. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for that. It was
Awesome.
awesome.
Well,
Very,
thank
very
you for the
good.
gifts.
Thank
That was
you.
nice.
Do
Yeah,
you
it was
smoke
great
cigars?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean
Well,
I'll throw one back.
Yeah,
I'll take one.
obviously,
2?
yeah,
No,
take-
no, one's good.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool.
Bear, by the
Good
way,
to see you guys.
Mullen, do you smoke
You
cigars?
smoke cigars, right?
You smoke cigars?
No?
Oh, okay.
All right. Everybody that works at a casino stopped. Like they
Why
don't,
wouldn't
we
you?
don't do it
Right?
now.
I wouldn't
They
smoke
just-
either. Your lungs
It's
are
too much.
Too much.
It's
Your
too
lungs-
much.
Your lungs
Yeah,
get
it's
drilled.
Too much. Yeah.
Only second
Right,
hand, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
only
absolutely.
secondhand, yeah.
We hear that for sure.
All right. Well,
Appreciate
thank
it,
you,
man.
sir.
Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you. That was awesome.
And T on
T.
BvB. Live from
Yeah.
Resorts World here.
To make sure Maddie sees that. That was great.
Tremendous, absolutely.
She's always wanted to meet Auntie.
She has. That's very true. Hey, tomorrow, guys, we are back here. By the way, so just so you know, we're not. This is not a one-day thing. This is a 2-day thing.
They letting us back?
We're back tomorrow.
We are.
We're gonna
back.
do this again.
Yeah.
All again. So, Dave, me, all of us. So you're in town. If you're drivable, if you're in Vegas, you listen to the show, watch the show, whatever. Same time, 4 to 6. Come on by, hang out. We'll have some fun. We'll watch some games. I know we've not seen Roger Long yet. Roger Long and his son. At some point.
Is that them? I don't know. There's a couple guys back there that I don't know behind
But
us.
he's here because he sent us a text message and let us know. So hopefully we'll be on that.
Is it? I don't know.
So hopefully we'll have that. Fix your divot. Whoa, interesting. I don't know what that means, but JC from KC, I don't know what that means. Fix my divot. Although I would like to go and
That's him?
do that. Is Roger here?
Roger. Yeah. Go. Just tell him who you are. Tell him. Go right over there. Yeah. This is great.
Are you
This is
kidding
guy-
me?
Yeah. This is Roger. Yeah.
This is special.
Yeah.
This is very cool.
Yeah, this is the guy that came the longest, furthest distance away
This is awesome.
to come to the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Dave and I both, if you guys look behind me on the shot, not today, but during the show, the picture,
Nice to finally meet you, sir.
the
Yes,
picture
yes.
that's behind
You're
me.
gonna
How
sit
are you,
down.
sir?
Watch
Sit
me
down.
go around. Okay, be careful. All right.
The
Well, this
picture
guy got
that
good foot
the
speed.
picture
Yeah.
that's behind me on the show every day was done by Roger Long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was done by him.
I know. I know.
Create.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on. We're going to get your mic on in 1 second. It's perfect. You can hear us.
Yes,
We're
he
going to
can hear
have.
us.
Yeah. All right. We're perfect. Let Eric set up that shot so you're good.
This is
And then
tremendous.
This is great.
The
This
one
is,
and the only Roger Long joining the BvB.
How
How
about
are
that?
you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to see you.
It's just, it's almost surreal. It really is. I spent so much time with you guys in front of me that it's like I know you two.
Yes, thank
so
you. It's
well.
awesome. That's awesome.
And it's like I told Francisco, I came so that I can close that gap.
Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Dude, it's great to finally meet you. This
Thank
is
you.
the first time for, I got goosebumps. I'm excited because I know and I see you in the chat every day.
Yeah.
And you've given us gold in the
100%.
chat. Like, you participate.
I try.
You're exactly what we had hoped would happen with the show. You epitomize the show, the participation of it,
Right.
where you take ownership of it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
show up and bring stuff. And you got an unbelievable voice.
Thank you.
You do. Seriously.
The thing
I
is,
mean, he got the pipes.
I
boys and girls.
forget that it's so low because I'm around people that see me and know me forever.
Right,
And
and they
so
hear
when
you.
someone
Yep.
like you, when you called me, that first thing you said, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I do have a low voice, don't I?
Yes.
You got a voice.
Yes.
It's
So
always
how
been
was
that
the
way.
trip?
We missed
You
our
are
flight.
officially. All right, this is what I have to hear. So you came the furthest so far for the show.
Yes.
No,
All right.
actually, this man right over here came from Buffalo.
No way.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So that's a little further east.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my.
All right.
Okay.
So
Wow.
tell us about the trip.
Well,
what happened? How'd you miss the flight?
Well, a lot of things happen.
Life.
Life
happens.
Honest to God, I had to put my long-term best friend Kitty down yesterday.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
really?
man.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that. That's why?
It happens.
Oh,
Well, that
no.
wasn't why, but I had to do that in the morning.
Right, okay.
It just, the trip from where we live to Indy and the traffic, everything came together in a spot where they said, you can get on. Oh, you got bags? No.
Oh, wow. So you got all the way to the airport?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Well, you're here today.
Yeah, we're here today. We like our room over at Circus Circus.
Nice.
It's nice.
That's great. Good.
Nice.
All right.
My son Nate's with me. He's
All right.
around
We're
here
going to
somewhere.
meet Nate. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's a good
Yeah,
dude.
that's awesome, man.
I thought of Nate. I remember back a conversation you had about you being girl dads.
Yeah.
And who you'd project to see them with someday.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, I think a middle linebacker.
yeah. True.
And he used to be one.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Good
wow.
one.
That's great.
Because they're aggressive, but they know when to use it and when not. They got to be smart. Okay.
He
Got to be good teammates
I
and
played
leaders.
very little football when I was young because
Right.
not the thickest guy.
Right,
I was
right.
basketball and baseball.
Okay.
Nice.
But the little bit that I did play, I could never figure out when I was playing defense where the ball was.
Right. Yep.
And he always knew, even
Nose
when
for the ball.
Yeah, even when it couldn't see it, he'd know where to go. And
Man, this is great seeing you. I mean, I remember when I called you, the voice even sounds better with Eric having all the equipment set up perfectly.
Right.
You sound great.
Well,
We got to figure out a way to tap in to get you on the show from Indiana. Like, there's a lot of people that watch and listen to the show from Indiana. We got to figure out a spot to maybe come and do the show.
Right, sure.
You got places?
I've tried to. Well, the casino just opened in Terre Haute.
Oh.
Okay.
It's Twin Spires, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
we got a guy for that.
Yeah, they just are literally. They're going to have a grand opening in about a week or two.
baby.
Okay.
So-
Let's
All right.
go.
That's not far.
And I think
Okay.
that's where you and the wife, when you're coming back driving from Pittsburgh to St. Louis.
Yeah, that you go through
drove
there. You
right
go right
through
past
Terre
it.
Haute.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
right where the casino is.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing for the area. They're hoping it really does
Hey,
well.
look, the Sycamores played really well.
They did.
They scored over 100 points. Good win for them in the NIT. Looks like they could really go and make a run here.
My daughter and my granddaughters go to their games.
Nice.
Do they?
And I guess the smallest granddaughter, Lila Kate, was in her cheerleader outfit
Nice.
on the court
Whoa.
Oh.
and got on ESPN.
No way.
Wow.
I was
Well, you're going to
so
be on
proud.
Sports Grid TV tonight
yeah.
on the replay, so make
Yeah.
sure you let them know.
I
And you'll
will.
be on Sirius XM. There's people driving around right now listening, going, this guy got a perfect voice for radio. Who is this Roger Long?
Now, if I could just speak the winning picks, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
all of
the
us.
hard
Yeah,
part.
that's
Like
all
we
of
can
us.
all, that's tough.
The delay has got me playing nothing today so far.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
But
well,
then
that's
tomorrow
good.
you load
rest
up and
we can go at it.
go at it tomorrow.
That's great. Yeah.
I'm looking to tour a few places. Go down to the Westgate.
All right.
Right there you
Tour a
go.
couple.
Okay.
Well, listen, but
yeah.
come back tomorrow, okay?
I will be.
And then tell us we want to hear about Vegas. We want to hear about your whole trip.
Yeah.
We'll talk to your son tomorrow.
And
Yeah.
I've got goodies for you.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That print was, like I said, a labor
Dude, that
of
was
love.
great.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it was awesome.
But any artist is going to take something to an extra extreme. So
Okay.
what I did was I laid it down and I made extra planks to go around the outside to make it this big.
Oh, wow.
And with all of it being more of the same.
Yeah.
But I tried to key in on each one of you.
Oh, I
and
can't wait to see
something
this. That's going to be
And-
tremendous.
Oh,
And so I'll be
can't
able to
wait.
take the tape and I'll lay those 6 planks out and tape them together and you'll have the whole thing.
Whoa. Wow. All right. Awesome.
Fantastic. Thanks, brother.
Thank
Great.
you. We'll
great
see you
to finally
tomorrow.
meet
We'll
you.
hang
Yeah,
out after the show.
absolutely.
But
Yeah,
thank
we'll
you for
be here
stopping
after the
by.
show. Don't
This
go
was
nowhere.
awesome. That
Don't
was
go
awesome.
nowhere.
As
Yes.
the one Mr. Roger Long, the BvB Brigade, as Dave says,
What
one of
was
our senior members. What?
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's just that's fantastic. Can't get this stuff.
No.
Like and again, we say it all the time. Just watch the show. Roger watches it every day.
That's tremendous.
He's everywhere.
How long?
Yeah.
How long have we been on for, Eric? Okay.
Oh,
so-
perfect.
All right.
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
can wrap here in a second and get
E,
the show.
sit down real
Yeah,
quick.
sit down.
You got to finish. You're our last guest
You're
today.
the last guest
Yeah.
of the day. We'll
Yeah.
have a conversation here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3-2 Rangers. Yikes. Rangers up 3-2. My gosh. What are we doing?
Are you putting up at Volbeck's?
Now they know who I am.
Oh, they know.
It's all good.
They know if they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Got to tell you
don't
now.
know, you know
What's
now.
up,
right?
guys?
Now you know.
Now. One is
guy.
Mr. Eric
Yes,
Looking
Garcia.
good, man. Feeling good.
What is your Twitter handle? I've never asked you this
So
question.
I'm a huge gamer. I'm a huge gamer, and one time I just, I had this gamer tag, like what people see you as online. It was some, I made it when I was like 10 years old, and it's some super long word. So I was just like, one day, I want to make something short. I just thought of something random, just put Volbex, and I've had it since.
But you're in our business, in our industry. I tell people to go and try to follow you, and they're like,
What
is
listen,
his handle?
so
mean?
He's the only person with it.
I started off in media, like I was sportscasting Fortnite games at the Luxor in the HyperX Arena. Yeah, there's footage of me doing it.
We took my class. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, so I was
working
at
doing
that
that.
esports arena.
Yeah, so I was doing that. I was casting Fortnite, and then every now and then they would be like, "Hey, we need somebody for Mario Kart." I would go down for Mario Kart, and I never had any experience. Play-by-play or color casting at all, but I just went and much like everything I do in my life, I just wing it, man.
I love it, baby.
We just get it done.
I love it.
And it's been super fun, and and that's where I met. I was in Matt's class, and I gotta say, man, ever since I met you guys, my life has really changed. So I really appreciate you guys for helping me out.
We love hearing that, but we're not near being done. So we're hopefully changing your life.
We're just getting started.
And then I will say before I leave, I do have a shameless plug.
Sure.
Shout out to my buddy Ahmad. We are working on a clothing brand, and I'm actually wearing it right now.
Yes, sir.
Are you really?
We're making shirts and streetwear brand.
So
and
you
I'll
beat
make
Dave
sure.
to make T-shirts before Dave can make T-shirts.
Yeah. I got a nice little alien in the back. This is our little logo.
You know how to do that? Can we make BvB T-shirts?
Hey, we can
start print.
Well, let's do something, man. But yeah, like I said,
we got a T-shirt.
Making something. That's what it's all about, man. Staying busy and having fun, man.
That's it.
That's what it is.
That's what the show's about. Listen, it's been great. First meeting. All of this, unbelievable job. This don't happen without you today.
No,
does not happen without you. And everybody watching this place all over knows now at Volbex. But follow. This is good. And I can't wait for tomorrow, dude. This is good.
I'm super excited. And Will, I'm sorry, but we did have some mishaps.
We did.
But guess what?
When?
Or we had some bumps.
At the beginning.
To start
At the beginning. But we're good. No swears.
Right
on time.
We're
right
good.
on
No
time.
swears.
Yeah,
but
we got 2 minutes.
I will say, we get done.
Amen. Eric, the one and only Eagle here on the Bostonian versus the Book. Day 1, boys and girls, in the books. Thank you for watching on SiriusX or watching on Sports Grid and listening on SiriusXM. The Brigade, you guys live. Awesome job to see you guys here. Literally 3 hours to 4 hours later than we normally come on. So I know people are creature of habit. You're used to us being on at a certain time.
Yep.
This is late, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern start, and we were later than normal. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks to Red Tail and Resorts World for having us. We can't wait to be back here for tomorrow. Another 16 games to get going. As we roll, favorite thing about today was what?
It's a 3-game parlay. Eric just finishing the show like that. Roger Long, umbrella hats, cigars, maybe a 6-game parlay. All of it. We're here.
Yeah.
And we got it started. We had to finish. We had to get the show started.
We did. Yes. Need to get the show started.
Tomorrow we close it.
Tomorrow is a very special Roll Call Friday. It'll be a in-person roll call event. Anybody in the brigade, you want to come on down, you're on the show. Guaranteed on for a special edition of Roll Call Friday, live from Red Tail Lounge here inside of Resorts World in Las Vegas. Dave Sherapan, Matt Peralt, for Eric and all the brigade who have been here. See you tomorrow, 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern for another episode of the Bostonian versus the Book.